Hey, Tenzel, thank you. I missed a few messages. Welcome. We are in the EU in-houses. These are live games. Live, meaning that they are not replays. I'm willing to bet someone will still ask, are these games live? Alright, sorry. I'm just making sure I'm reading things. It feels like partner isn't a thing anymore. Sure, the partners are getting good stuff, but all the damn... Yeah. I would agree with that as well. Are these games live? Shoot on head. Yeah, being able to convert viewers, new viewers into repeated viewers. And so, I mean, that's part of it. Like, I'm sure there's a couple people that'll come by for just my StarCraft streams. And I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. But if they come by for, like, let's say Elden Ring, which is, you know, it's not a Blizzard game. I think that's also, I don't know, it's just, I have a little bit of variety within my schedule, but the core is Heroes of the Storm, because that is what our core community is. Welcome back into the EU in-houses. This is Thursday. What day is today? Thursday the 22nd. Yeah, that sounds right. Thursday the 22nd. And we got a nice couple games for all of you at home. We're not in Meta Madness style of draft. These are basically like scrims. Well, actually, it's more like Storm League. Since the Raven Court is a Discord server, you can use !Raven if you want to find out more, or I believe join the Discord. !Raven will get you more information about it, but this is a server that has a built-in MMR system, so the whole premise of this started with players wanting good games where people actually try. So they're all in Discord, they're all in voice. We can actually jump into voice. Does this work? Oh wait, no, this is for a different scene. I need to test something, but I think we can get into comms. I'm 99% sure the teams are good with me jumping into comms. Are players cool with me jumping into comms today? I'm gonna ask just ahead of time because consent is important. But we can actually pop into comms at points during today, so if both teams are cool with it, we will do that throughout today. But we're in Garden of Terror in our first map, and we've got a Lucio, Yrel, Diablo for our red team. For the blue team, a Brightwing Genji. Liking the style, or the draft from both sides at the start. Potential dive draft coming in from the blue team. Good control or even counter dive out from our red team's draft, as we get into a Chromie ban, so don't want to deal with her artillery poking into Garden of Terror areas. Amber and I are looking to maybe move to California in 2 years, so budget is going to throw out the window. I will keep my dumb office job for 7 more. Oh, yeah. As I remember the computer, I try to welcome people. Oh, Gato, you're a saint. That's why you're a VIP. Where are you gonna move to California, Lard? You know what you can do? You know what you could do, Lard? Is you can move to Reno, or you can move to Carson, because that's Nevada. And taxes and stuff are different, but you're right by California. And you're really close to me. Like, if you were in Carson, we'd be like 45 minutes away from each other. You could come up and ski and kayak, and then I don't know what you do in Carson. No, Carson's a very beautiful city. It's the capital of Nevada, if you don't know that. Carson City, the capital of Nevada. Very little pretty city. Hey, Faffin, what's up, bud? You're here to lurk? Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. You could literally pet Bandit and go home, yes. I could come by and pet the 2 pugs. Alright, we have Leoric Joanna, sorry, for the blue side. We'll round out our red team draft with a Cassia Jaina. So I like the burst from Jaina. Cassia with some blinds into the Genji who wants to dive in. We also have good Ball Lightning. I don't think we'll see Valkyrie. I think there's already enough CC. I think you want more spread damage, and the Ball Lightning is probably going to be a good tool for that one. Though, as I'm looking at, there's a lot of ways to break away from Ball Lightning. Brightwing blinks away, Genji Swift Strike, Leoric Wraithwalk. So we could see Cassia look for a Valkyrie, potentially to fish into Sergeant Hammer. Granted, she does have Self-Cleanse at 4. We'll see how things look as we get into our map 1. First map of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining me. That is the wrong logos. Those are the wrong logos. Let's see. We want, that's Nations Cup. Casting, no. Logo Bahamut and logo Corsair is what I want. Where is logo Corsair? There's a few of these. That one and that one. There we go. All right. Which team wins Garden of Terror? The blue team, the red team. Alright, you got 2 minutes, you know the dealio.
Hey, listen.
The gamble has begun. We're here into map number 1 in our EU in-houses. On the right-hand side, we are going to be seeing our red team. We will be having Captain Rex playing the Lucio, Cure on the Cassia, Drac playing Jaina, Porky's mashing his way through on Diablo, and BRB Soaking will be on that Urel. Let's go ahead and actually pull ourselves out of the game really quickly. We always, it's not that big of a deal, but we always make sure we pull ourselves out before any players could potentially check the stream. It's the start of the game, it's kind of whatever, but we just do our best to have competitive integrity on the channel. I remember where exactly Amber said. It was like 40 minutes north of Los Angeles. Oh, okay. I know. I think I kind of know that area. I think my buddy lives over there. I'm looking at flights right now, and most of them require a 10+ hour layover. For what, Ninja? I gotta say, your chat and maybe Haas is the least toxic I know. I do my best to curate a good community. I do my best. And people who are kind of dicks, I usually just be a dick right back to them. That's what we do here. We do our best to have a nice, wholesome community. If someone's a dick, we kind of just be a dick right back, and if they stick around, then, you know, they stick around. Do locals call it Carson instead of Carson City? I don't know, honestly. I honestly don't know the answer to that. All right, we're back into the game. On the left-hand side, there's Stark playing Leoric, Hira on Genji, Wit playing Joanna, Banana playing Brightwing, and Sergeant Amber to be played by Claude. Oh, isn't Hira Sai? Didn't they change their name? Isn't this Sai? I can't remember. It might be a different person who had a rename. Well, either way, we're on Garden of Terror, map number 1. The gamble has... Oh my god, no one bet on the blue team. This is awkward. If the blue team wins, that is points down the drain. Jeff Bezos will make $29,400. That's actually how it works. Unspent Twitch points turn into real money for Jeff Bezos. You may have just gave him more money. You may have just give him an average salary in the United States. Leoric in the top lane up against Urel. Soaking will do their best just to clear the wave, and it seems like Leoric wants to pressure a bit with the Spectral Leech, but Urel's breaking vision consistently with the bush here and there. I have a family wedding in Montana to go to, so I get their destination. Pay 150, just get... Wow, that is insane. But I feel like Montana is a pretty decent destination for it. Wow, huh? That's surprising. I mean, would it, at that point, make sense just to drive with the... Not financially, but just quite literally, would it make sense to drive time-wise? I'm not 100% sure from where you are going. But either way, it's a invade onto the camp. BRB Soaking delays us out long enough for the allies to rotate in. Diablo turns into a pig. Banana with the soothing mist, but still gets the gap closed by Porky. That'll be first blood for the side of our red team. Brightwing goes down as the seed spawns, but her death timer is quite low, and she'll be able to get back on the map and back in position to defend with the allies. As level 4 is just about here for both sides, trickle of experience is necessary for either team. I'm still waiting for Blizzard to announce stuff from BlizzCon this year. They said that it should be announced this month. They announced stuff last month, and they said, come back in a month, and we'll give you information about the upcoming BlizzCon. I just want to know what they've got going on. I doubt it's going to be worth me going to BlizzCon, but I just want to see before I make my decision to go to Michigan instead. I'd rather drink beer at my buddy's place and watch BlizzCon than whatever lack of content they're gonna have there. Oh, it's just, I don't know. It'll be interesting for sure. Leoric did go Paralyzing Rage at level 4, has the extra slow on his Skeletal Swing. Genji with the Shuriken Mastery, self-cleanse on that Sergeant Hammer. Arcane Intellect for the Jaina as well. And 18 stacks currently on Cassia's level 1 Thunderstroke. Keep poking and building those up a little bit here and there. Polymorph into Porky. And the phase shift from Brightwing does join into bottom lane. Banana continuing to help out as much as they possibly can. Also, Hyper Shift at level 1, as these minions do go down, you have the duration cooldown on your phase shift, and that Hyper Shift's already on a 16-second cooldown after being used but a moment ago. Nice shield glares onto Cure as well from Wit, denying some of the poke potential from those autos. Mostly it's just the Lightning Furies. Yes, the Lightning Furies that are poking out onto this hammer, who will self-cleanse. Cassia comes in with the Fen. Drac in the flank. Is there... Oh, the Soothing Mist, but the burst from Jaina is enough, and Sergeant Hammer will go down. Nicely flanked from Jaina in the bottom lane, as our first seed is still up and available for contest. We've had it up for almost 2 minutes now. Seeds on Garden of Terror announced at 2 minutes and up for contest at 2 minute 30. One of the different durations on the objectives in Heroes of Storm. Dragonshire's an early one. Blackheart's Babe, chest timings are early, as well as Brax's Holdout. But most of the other maps are pretty much 2 minute 30 announcement, 3 minutes for the contest. Right near Glacier National Park, we usually take a train, but I don't think Plurmum can do that again with a sleeper car. Ah! Driving be 27 hours where the cheapest one is 20 hours. Oof, yeah. But you can see such amazing parts of America. I did not care for my drive across the United States. Michigan to Chicago was whatever. Chicago to Denver, boring as shit. Denver to Salt Lake was alright-ish. Salt Lake to Tahoe was meh. Probably the best was honestly Denver to Salt Lake. That was probably the best drive, but even then there were so many boring parts. So much emptiness. Nice Swift Strike from Genji. Able to get the snipe onto Cassia. 10 talent tier, almost here. Both teams with 2 kills each. And we'll cycle through those other numbers as 10 talent tiers will be at the top of your screen. Leoric will force back Soaking, who has shoved in this wave. But first seed did go over to the side of our red team. Lucio able to join into mid. Can he get a bit of CC into Joanna? This very low Genji gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Jaina almost having the burst if Genji's Swift Strike was not utilized there. Valkyrie for the Cassia. It actually will be Valkyrie, since I had mentioned during the draft there's a lot of ways to break away from the ball lightning, and even then X-Strike breaks it, as well as the falling sword. So I do like a little bit of fishing potential from Cassia as the seed is up, and it looks like they're going to give this on the side of our red team. Blue team will get 1 seed of their own, and Yrel continues to soak bottom lane. You enjoyed your 3,000-mile drive. Some parts were boring, but overall wasn't too bad. I'm just not a road trip guy. I'm really not like a sit in the car for 10+ hours. Like I just don't care. No. It's not my jam. We went to like Toronto a lot when I was a kid to go visit my mom, basically extended family. And Toronto's like 6-ish hours. That should be a dead Sergeant Hammer. No, it's not. The boost away, the Soothing Mist from Brightwing, and the Ring of Frost doesn't catch Hammer in place. Nicely disengaged from the blue team. Looking to maybe re-engage here in the top lane. Second seed, as I had mentioned, did go over to the blue side, so we're 1-1 in those seeds. Third seed spawning up in the bottom left of our map. Middle America was just so boring for the drive I did. I mean, pretty much once we left Chicago, it was boring. And then when I got into Denver, it was already night, so that was such a long day. That was such a long driving day. We got into Denver, and I was staying with my buddy who was house sitting, which was awesome. So we had like a whole house to ourselves, kind of. And I'll never forget sitting there. We were just like talking, having a beer. And I was like sitting there and I look at him, I was like, I still feel like I'm driving. Like my body was still mentally, like physically, my body felt like it was driving. I had that like forward momentum feel. Very, very confusing. Hey, driving, planning trip through Wisconsin and Illinois in August. I feel like Wisconsin would be fun. There's probably a lot of little stop-offs. Nice X-Strike from Genji, finds the kill into Lucio, but Diablo comes in and sets up the counter kill into Genji. Jaina's Burst available for that one. As another seed is up and available, this could be Garden Terror to our blue side if Leoric breaks off, or maybe Joanna, but in top lane, Kyr's still poking. Kyr trying to split soak and shove things in, and Joanna's making quick work of that lane. Kyr will poke out here and there onto the fort with a Lightning Fury. Does have 43 stacks currently. Actually curious, what's Kyr's stacking scale? 70, let's say 80 damage, 80 plus 260, so we're at 343, I believe. The caster math is roughly right on that. I'm in Kansas, and there's a reason those are called flyover states. Oh! Forgot, honestly, that was a term. A nice agility in, and Genji gets revenge from that Jaina burst earlier on. Shurikens to the face, mastery done. Condemn from Wit, no blessed shield, mind you. It's going to be falling sword from that Joanna. The Orc and Urel still brawling out over here in the top portion around our seed. Spectral Leech is gonna, or the Drain Hope, excuse me, is gonna force Urel away a little bit, but Soken comes back in with a Righteous Hammer. Genji gets the Swift Strike out of mid lane. Captain Rex looking to chase and poke. And I do think this subjective phase is gonna be given. I don't think Genji goes for, oh, no, he doesn't make it in time. Maybe he was angling for it, but the fight in mid lane does continue with Sergeant Hammer pushing up the wave in artillery, or in siege mode. Oh, the worst that I had to do is I had to go to a meeting for Purdue. I was doing a job for Purdue University back when I was an engineer. I drove from Detroit to, like, around Purdue University area. It wasn't exactly where the university was, but it was, like, maybe 45 minutes out of it. I went down there for a meeting that literally could have been they could have just called me. It could have been a multi-voice call. Conference call, there we go. I literally get there, they take me out to lunch, sit down in a meeting for an hour. I'll never forget the architect going, we're just not sure what it wants to be. I was like, oh, that's the most bullshit architecture term. I said that shit in architecture school. When you didn't do your work properly, I just not sure what it wants to be. Ugh. And then I drove back. And then I had to go to the office the next day. I spent, I think I spent like 12 hours in a car that day for a 1 hour meeting. Absolutely asinine. What's up, big scary duck? Multi-voice call. Baha's an old man. No, I just couldn't think of the word conference call. No, it was a bunch of old people who wanted me to drive all the way down there to sit in a meeting that I could have been on a conference call. I said, like, nothing there, which is the worst part. They're like, we brought the engineer who's working on the steel portion for this job. Cool. I think I had like 1 or 2 bits of input like, nah, I don't think that's gonna work, or otherwise you're gonna have to basically over-engineer the bolt sizing or something like that. And I was like, I know this needs to look pretty, so obviously it's not gonna work out. They wanted to do some dumb cantilevering thing, and I'm just like, you're gonna have to have these gigantic bolts to connect it. Well, can't we just do, like, glue? Can't we just use that super glue? Double kill. Double kill over to the side of our red team as they have defended the Garden Terror phase, not losing a keep. Actually, all 3 keeps are still available. Lucio chasing onto Banana potentially here. A little push off as well. Banana is a crab. Excuse me, Captain Rex is a crab. Banana able to get behind the gate safely. You survived another meeting, that ought to be an email. God, I just... So much just wasted time in construction. I ended a lot of my business relationships during 2020, 2021 because so many refused to do work anyways. Fly to meetings? Ugh. No thank you. Yeah. And then you get into the whole conundrum of people in the office. Like, there's definitely people that function better in office environments when they're able, like, they need that routine. They need that routine of they go to the office, they get their coffee, they bother the shit out of someone for 6 hours of the day, and they do 2 hours of work. Some people need that. Whereas I'm pretty good at managing my own, like, yeah, I'll put a Twitch stream on my other monitor, but I'll work 8 hours. Lightning Breath from Diablo trying to cook up Brightwing as the Ring of Frost does connect onto Genji. He will fall. Jaina done with her baseline, and this will be Garden Terror over to the side of our red team, who are looking to try and equalize on the map. Granted, of course, there's a camp in mid, a camp in bottom, pushing those waves far up. I really do feel like our red team ought to pressure into top, as that is their most of, that's where there's the most available pressure on the map for them. Nice sound barrier from Captain Rex. Oh, look at that, another Lucio with the sound barrier. Nice, nice. Now I feel validated in my sound barrier plays. Captain Rex gonna get a kill over here. No, he's not. He's gonna die. He's ooh, is he dead? No, he's actually fine. I thought he'd get caught out there. Companies using yeah. Obviously, it's all the pizza parties we throw for our employees. That's the reason that we're losing profits. It's not that we're wasting hundreds of dollars on useless meetings. No. It's the employees' fault. They want too much money. No one wants to work, whatever bullshit thing they gotta call it now. 30 seconds on Sound Bear. Diablo tries to back away with some shadow charges, but he's entombed by Stark, who gets the kill. Diablo's souls reset up, but a big Ring of Frost from Jaina does connect. Lucio gets a kill into Leoric. Jaina does take down the Genji. It's a 1-for-2. Diablo's back. He had those souls. Captain Rex shield glared to death. Sergeant Hammer, actually available artillery is what will take him down. A flank from Urel. BRB soaking, looking to take down this giant mech. The body blocks are good. Cure so low. Wit needs a shield glare to take him down. The Divine Steed. Cure trying to wiggle away from the Widow Mines. Throwing back a little bit of damage. The phase shift from Brightwing will connect. And the Righteous Hammer denied as the Iron Skin from Wit is used. Diablo gonna maybe get a Shadow Charge, overpower. The body blocks are good, the Fend is in place, and that is a Lightning Breath to also help push things up. Nicely done from the side of our red team here in the late game. Instead of paying them a decent wage, give them pizza parties. Yes, because when I became an engineer and I left the architecture firm for more money, I wanted pizza parties over proper pay. That's so true. Oh, the little Widow Mines.
A seed is sprouting.
I've never seen colleagues in person ever get weird after some time. Oh, wait. Sorry, I missed a different message. I was like, wait a minute. Never mind. Yeah, I'd prefer not to travel. I liked working out of my house.
There it is.
So, seed to spawn here in the bottom right of the map. We are going to have 6 to 13 in kills, favoring the side of our red team. 21 apiece in levels. Win conditions are potential through bottom lane on both sides. More defense, more HP left on this keep in bottom, but Joanna might be caught out in bottom here. Wit is all alone. The rest of the team getting a camp in the top lane. Iron Skin forced out. Phase shift from Brightwing will come through. Diablo closes the distance with a shadow charge, and now BRB soaking jumps in as well. Porky looking to back away, but the buried alive from Entomb is from Leoric is beautiful. The sound barrier from Lucio, the Hellgate to get out from Diablo. A Ring of Frost from Jaina does go down, but it's Hammer still getting a kill. Diablo's super low here, trying to heal up through these fire stomps and shadow charges, able to take down the Leoric with the help of Cassia. Soaking trying to back away. Ardent Defender is off cooldown. I doubt we see a Lightning Breath from Porky, as he could just be turned on and shredded. Nicely done, 1-for-1 in our kills as we pull back our talents. 98 stacks for Cure currently. Let's take a look at the scaling on his Cassia. It's 162 plus 360, so we're at 522 damage per attack. Per Q, excuse me. That is How much of Brightwing's health? Is that a third, a quarter? Oh, wait, no. She's got way more than that. It's like, let's round and say a sixth of her HP.
It is time.
6 Qs and she roughly dies? Probably 7. We'll round up and say 7 on that math. Oh, the best is a mix. All Office isn't my cup of tea either. Like, yeah, like if I still worked in construction and they were like, hey, Bahamut, we want you to be like 3 on, or like 2 days in the office, 3 days at home, or like 4 days at home, 1 day in the office, that's understandable. But if it's the other, if it's more days in the office than home, then I'm like, screw you, no thank you. Sound barrier from Lucio on the side of the Buried Alive. That does expire. The Valkyrie from Cassia cleansed away by the soothing mist of Brightwing, who is being pushed around by Porky. Banana getting a beautiful blink away. The Iron Skid from Wit is forced. A pushback from Sergeant Hammer. Falling Sword from Joanna. She does have the level 20 cooldown reduction. Down to 20 seconds on that one. With the Heaven's Fury. My work decided that people really wanted smaller cubicles, more required work days in the office, and removal of any personal perks. Oh yeah, that sounds really sounds like a really well put together office. Smaller cubicles, god dang. Isn't that the truth though? Big Ring of Frost, Brightwing with a small amount of HP, and Cure gets the snipe with a Lightning Fury. Jaina to be traded. Wit very low on the top of our screen as Cure trying to chase down Claude. A Q onto Wit. Yes, the read is in place. A Valkyrie will not collect Claude. But Lucio's speed will find the triple kill for the allies. Uh-oh. Quadra? Hellgate in, Diablo, they've got the setup for it. Diablo's the one to fall! Nah, it's all fine. Genji poking on to BRB soaking. Lucio, Cure, they want to end the map right here, and it makes sense. They got enough damage for the core. They've got Lucio to heal things up, and Yrel to do Yrel things. Your first office job was sharing a cubicle with someone. My first office job, we shared a room. Four people shared a room. And it was like a 20 by 20 room, maybe. 20 feet by 20 feet. I'd say a solid quarter of that room was the owner's desk because he had to have this gigantic C-shaped desk because he's an owner and he has to have fancy desks. That is literally what they said to me. Oh, we're not ending. We're not ending. Never mind. The game is still afoot. I can literally draw that office space from memory and how little room we had. And they wondered why tensions ran high. And they wondered. Jaina gets a channel in the top lane onto another seed. 2 out of 3 seeds for our red team. Nicely done, Cure. Gets the vision of the camp and gets the fend sort of... We'll say fend feature. Let's call it a feature. There's a lot of features in here as the storm. Oh yeah, this was 1 room, 4 guys, no partition. So like, if the owner was on a phone call, we were all listening to it. A lot of people would step out in the hallway, but still, he did not. He did not. Oh, those good times. Those are horribly awful times. 9-18 in our kills. Still going in this map number 1 in our EU in-houses. The Sergeant Hammer defending for now. Falling Sword from the Joanna, but it's Leoric to go down. The Entomb from Leoric was trying to set something up, but the allies were just not around to find the burst. Soundbearer from Lucio. Did he go Nova at 20? No, he's actually the Summer Anthem. House Party. Summer Anthem's the other color. X-Strike from Genji. Oh, very low. Hammer's invisible, and Lucio gets the reveal. That is another kill. This might be the beginning of the actual end as Wit's being chased down. Righteous Hammer into Banana, who gets the blink over into the Hall of Storm. Leoric trying to get a little bit of death timer reduction, but he's not able to get the Drain Hope in Ghost form. Core shielding being scratched isn't really going down too quickly here. The focus is, I think, into the fight from the side of our red team. Maybe looking for a Genji kill, who gets another reset onto his X strike. 17 seconds now. Big Righteous Hammer from Yrel. That will be the Bright Wing to fall. Leoric will respawn and die. Valkyrie from Cassia doesn't get the pull onto Genji. Meanwhile, there's still chase onto Wit, and BRB soaking, and Porky looking to end the game, getting a few % off the core with the help of the Siege Giants. They're rocketing their way into the core. BRB soaking still is Ardent Defender, won't pop it just yet. Joanna does fall on the bottom of her screen. X-Strike from Genji. Are they going to be able to get the team kill? Nah, he got a full reset on his X-Strike, and that'll be map 1 going over the side of our red team. GG, well played. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Oh, 2 viewers get no points because no one bet against the red team, so at least the points went back to their original owners. All right, let's see, paint. Let's see if I can recreate this really quickly while we're waiting for our next lobby. All right, so the room was like this. You know, room was like this. There was a door that opened this way. There was a door right here that opened this way. My desk was right here. I had a 6-foot desk there, and then I had like another 6-foot desk there, so that way I could put plans. I could put plans on the desk, and then I had my computer here on the corner. Then you had the owner's desk, so there was windows right here. Well, we don't actually need that. We'll just leave that as is. So then you had the owner's desk, which was like this. Pretty much. And then he had like filing cabinets up against here. This space was a lot bigger than it seems. And then this door was actually moved over a little bit because along this wall you had 2 other guys. You had a guy sitting right here. You had a guy sitting right here. I was over here, and then the owner had this gigantic C desk. That was pretty much. Oh, and then we also had a table in the middle of the room right there. So yeah, this door was more so like here-ish. Not there. Yeah, it was fucking awful. It was horrible. Miserable experience. Did you guys have offices? Nope, we had one big room. That was it. That was what we had. We had that big room. That was it. I can come to the office whichever day I want, as long as the day was a Wednesday, and preferably once a month. Wait, what? Wait, what? So, you can do whatever you want as long as it's whatever they want. Got it, okay. I got an unassigned desk in the middle of the floor with no privacy. Oh, that's just fun. Oh, do we have a lobby? Any lobbyers? Indeed we do. Alright. Ads are gonna run. Man, do we have... Oh, it must be a burn day for us. It's like super smoky outside, as you can see. This live feed of outside. I think today's a burn day. I think today might be a burn day, and that's why. So it wasn't supposed to be like... It wasn't supposed to be like overcast today, I don't think. Oh, no it is. Or maybe. What's the AQI? No, it's fine. Okay, maybe it isn't a burn day. Maybe my camera's out of focus. The more I'm talking about, the more it's time to update my resume. I mean, that's how it was when I was at the architecture place. We have a lobby, by the way. We're just waiting for players to get in. After 2 years at the architecture place, making $16 an hour, being a 2D drafter, a construction document drafter, 2D drafting and construction documents are two different things. Like, so it's schematics versus construction documents. So let's just say that schematic documents, construction documents, 3D renderings, presentation renderings, material boards, running the office, making sure that the printer gets serviced. We have printer paper, the server's updated, the server's working. I actually did some of the IT for our office because quite literally they hated calling the IT guys. So when the IT guy came, I basically just watched what he did and then I repeated those things. So a lot of the PCs would lose connection to the server. There was an easy command you could type in, would reestablish a link to the server. Done. Boom. I got paid $16 an hour to do all of that. I remember after 2 years, I sat down with the owner and I said, hey, I've been here for 2 years. I have a pretty good idea of what's, going on. I'd like to start working into the realm of like a junior project manager. I would like to move away from an architectural draftsman as a title and move into junior project manager. I'll still do the stuff. I just want to go to meetings. I want to do these things because I want to be an architect. Half a year passed and nothing happened, so I left. That was it. And they were shocked that I left. They were like, oh. Brilliant. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the EU in-houses. We've got some fun little games going on right now for the Ravencourt EU in-houses. On the left-hand side, our blue team. On the right, it's our red team. You can see that there is a score for the red team. This is a made-up best of whatever. We just keep score for funsies to see how many games we've been in and who's winning what side. We do not have Meta Madness style of draft. These are standard drafts, so you will be seeing repeated heroes. But we are going to be seeing some fantastic heroes played by some amazing players as well. So we're going to get into Dragonshire map number 2. You'll see that players are on different sides, a little bit of a shuffle. Are players cool with me jumping into comms today? Yes. Okay, cool. So we will jump into comms. I will probably forget. Glad you only spent 2 years there, Bahamut. Me too. Then I spent 5 years at an engineering firm to get told that I was a waste of company resources and a drain on that person's time. And I was making 21 something an hour as an engineer. And my neighbor argued with me. He's like, well, the cost of living in Michigan's less. Don't you think like what? The average starting salary for a draftsman is $25. Starting. How are you going to argue with me that as I was a project manager in an engineering firm for 5 years, that $21 is because of where I live? Mind you, this person has never worked in an office their entire life, so I don't know why they were arguing with me. At one point I said, they were like, you're not seeing my point. I was like, yes, I see your point. You just want to sit there and argue. He shut up real fucking quick. It's true, though. Why would you argue these things with me? What basis of knowledge do you have? Well, you live in California, so it makes sense. Huh? Well, the cost of living in Michigan's less. What? So as a Twitch streamer, I make 50% less than I used to make, but I'm 50% happier. I don't dread going to bed ever. I used to dread going to sleep, like, I gotta go to my job tomorrow. And hate it. I just don't get people, but whatever. What's up, Angry Viking? How you doing, bud? I had to work in a place where I would go with money and then leave with no. Huh? I don't follow. Anyways, we're in the latter half of this draft. Let's focus in on Dragonshire. Blaze, Karazim, Diablo. Ooh, that's a very mean dive draft. I would like to see something like a Greymane for our red team. I think that'd be really good for them. They actually could go into like not a double reset, excuse me, because Genji's gone. But I mean, Greymane has resets on Go for the Throat. Anyways, they could look at like a Li Ming and a Greymane for the side of the red team. I do really like that idea. Ooh, Samuro Muradin. So. Oh wow, they had this ready to go. I was like, will there be a consideration to steal away Abathur? This should be an Abathur game, right? They should go Abathur. No, yeah. They're fine. If they go Abathur, this is fine. Saburo goes top. Junkrat, Muradin, Rhaegar can manage bottom. Abathur hat soaks mid. Junkrat makes quick rotations into mid. He gets Ripper Air. He basically has a way to get across the map in seconds. Yeah. I like the Abathur. It makes sense. It works good. I don't think they're going to lose out. I do love the Thrall, though. I'm super excited to see how this Thrall is going to work out. Happy is all that matters. I mean, as long as I can feed my dog and I can pay my bills, I'm happy. I don't need to be the richest streamer in the world. I just want to get by. That is literally my mantra. I don't need to have 50 billion viewers. I just want to be able to feed my dog, pay my bills, and continue to do this for a living. That's all I want to do. I don't think that's too much to ask for. But what I am going to ask for, which may be a lot, chat, is I need your channel points.
Hey, listen.
Gamble has begun. Which team is going to win map number 2, Dragonshire?
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Alrighty, welcome into Dragonshire map number 2. We're on the right side, so let's introduce our right side team. We got our red team, Claude on the Karazim. Wit will play Diablo, Captain Rex playing Karazim. I think I said Karazim, that's Hanzo. Thrall to be played by Ultralisk, and Jet Propulsions from Stark on Blaze. On the left-hand side, we got our Slug Boy Cure on Abathur. Banana, Biting Butts on Rhaegar. BRB Soaking to play Samuro. Drac will be on the Junkrat, and last but not least, Porky slam jamming his way on the Muradin. Non-toxic, pure for fun housing games tonight. Oh, are they making their okay. You mean you don't want a $5 million house that with all the headaches that comes with it? Nope. I'm a very simple man. I like to live within my means. I don't need a billion rooms. Honestly, where I live right now is perfectly fine. The only thing I wish I could have with where I live is a better view of the mountains. Like, there's one window, if I stand on my tippy toes, I can see part of one of the mountains. That's the only, like, and that's not even like a major complaint. It's just, if I could, I would love to be able to see the mountains more. But luckily I can take Bandit for a walk and do that. Like, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't buy an Aston Martin. I wouldn't go and buy like a brand new liquid cooled PC. Like, I'm good. Pay my bills and live within my means. Maybe I buy fancier beer. That would be an upgrade. I also like to live within my memes. Me too, Quid. US is about 34% of people who make over 200K annually. I'll still live paycheck to paycheck. Yep.
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this pursuit.
That is very true. Now, there are $5 million, I mean, there's $30 million houses here. I mean, Zuckerberg bought 2 houses on the West Shore. 2! He bought 2 mansions that are next to each other. Why on earth do you need 2? One's more than enough. Also, West Shore has the Godfather house if you want some trivia of Tahoe. Godfather was filmed in Lake Tahoe. The scene when the dude gets shot on the boat, that's Lake Tahoe. Bottom lane still being poked at. I'm looking at the Samuro on top, who does have a camp pushing up. The Abathur hat to help out as Samuro actually jumps over the wall with one of his clones, or actually himself, and then swaps back over. Does have the spell armor, and it looks like some physical armor as well. I believe that's his deflection. Yes, it is indeed deflection with that physical armor. That's why you see the 2 different armor types next to him. You need 1 mansion in case the other breaks? Oh, you need 2 mansions in case the other one breaks. Oh, that makes sense. He needs 2 mansions for his metaverse. First blood goes over to the side of our red team. They'll be taking down Muradin. 14 seconds on him as Dragonshire is Sunshrine held by our blue team, Moonshine held by the red team. 1 second, I gotta sneeze. He probably didn't want someone staying next to him. Then why didn't you buy 3 mansions? Also, West Shore, the mansions are fairly far apart from each other. The amount of privacy between mansions is quite high. Like, if you ever drive on the West Shore of Lake Tahoe and you get to that run of mansions by Homewood area, you'll see, like, there's, like, solid brick walls. Or, yeah, solid, like, brick or CMU walls built between these houses with huge sort of like foliage built up as well. So it's, yeah. Oh, Porky doesn't get the dwarf toss out. How unfortunate. He does go down again. They're bleeding out Porky right now. Seems like it's barbecue on the minds of our red team for map number 2, as it's 3-0 in kills, and the Abathur composition is not as frustrating as I anticipated. One for him and his... One for him and his wife, and one for him and his mistress. Oh! Zuckerberg has a mistress? Just kill the right Samuro! Oh, how unfortunate. Samuro does get discovered. That will be a shadow charge into the wall with Hanzo's last bit of damage available. Claude doing a fantastic job on said Shimada man. And Porky might go down again! Oh my god, it's just death after death after death for Porky. 62 seconds of death timer. Out of the 4 minutes and 30 seconds of that time, Banana does go down as well. Shout out to Transparent, who found this stat during the Nations Cup. Because I was talking about it on stream, I was like, oh, there's one stat thing, and I couldn't remember which one it was. So literally you saw Transparent going through all of these during the game. Because it was like Lauber had been bullied in one of the games. I think it was NA versus Sweden rematch. And Lauber was getting bullied in a game, and I was just like, I gotta know Lauber's death timer amount. It was like 200 seconds or something crazy. I like the idea of a house with secret passages and stuff. Oh, for sure, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. Billionaires and mansions are just so weird to me. Like, mansions are cool, but I don't know, fill it with your friends. I feel like that's the real thing to do. Win the lottery, buy a mansion, and then section it off to like 4 friends. Boom, done. You just make it to quadruplex. Porky gonna rage quit? Nah, Porky's a very well-mannered man. And I do not mean that any like facetiously or like no kappa. He's a well-mannered lad. He's getting bullied a little bit in this game. He'll bring it back. He's got Avatar. He'll get Bronzebeard Rage, I'm assuming, at level 13. He'll have more sustainability. It's just some early game roughness. Apocalypse activated by Diablo. An arrow from Hanzo comes across the map. Claude just got, let's just say, such a really good RNG arrow right there. Split between the 2 enemies. Stuns out the Junkrat Riptire. That was well played. Clone on 2, I believe that's the Rhaegar, trying to get some extra healing out for the allies. Kier trying to help with Banana's Rhaegar. Riptire from Junkrat connecting and does take down the Blaze as the bunker was buying him a moment. Wit getting blasted back into the enemy team. Diablo overpowered, tries to make something happen here, but Diablo falls. 7-sided strike will connect mostly into Banana. Drac. Whoa! Not the turn of tables I was expecting. He played with Porky long time ago. Porky's a good kid. I think he's definitely not leveled out. That kind of sounds rude-ish to me from me. But he did have his stressful moments, and I think he's gonna become a lot more calm. That's probably the best way to put it. That's a great sundering, and Abathur Cure is unable to get a hat in time. He's trying to back away. I mean, we all rage at the game at some point. Oh, no, I mean, Porky used to come into my stream and be like, Bahamut, you're the worst human on earth. I hate you. I don't think you're a good caster. Oh, man, Porky used to, like, rage at me all the time. Completely kidding. But there was a time when I do think he would get pretty angry at the game. Back in, like, CCL days. He won't rage quit. Oh, no. But we all get angry. I do my best not to show it on my Storm League days when it's just absolute misery. Blaze was hiding in the shadows against the sidewall, but he might have just made a massive mistake. Good Stormbolt through, and Nexus Forces, our OP do take down the Blaze there as Soaking's able to finish out his level 1. Hanzo with a bit of vision into the bush as well. Dragonite, not available. Well, neither team has the potential channel. Rhaegar does go down in top lane. Might have been an overextension, as we did have a rotation coming in from our blue team. Cure with the copy onto Muradin. Double Muradin coming into this one. Stormbolt into the face of Claude. Will they be able to punish the Shimada? No. Cure wants to make something happen, but it's just not going to be enough with his avatar, with his Muradin clone. And the top lane fort will be safe. Thrall finishes out the wave. Still on, I don't know, let's say 2%, 5%, 5% HP. Meeting time? Good luck in the meeting. And a lot of these mansions have master bedrooms that are larger than my first apartment, so maybe I need to... You could just give me the living room in a mansion, and that's probably big enough. I'll just section it off. Ooh, BRB Soaking maybe caught out here. Maybe! Captain Rex wants it. 7-sided. No! Oh!
Now this is
So very close on that arrow, and Porky has to use Avatar, gets a big Stormbolt. The Ancestral Healing will come through. It's Blaze to go down. Claude low, Riptire to the face of Wit and Captain Rex as the Stormbolt does connect into Ultralisk, who wants to back away, pops the Wind Fury. Huge Apocalypse from Diablo, locks Porky in place. And Samuro has Channel onto the Sunshrine. He's working his way down. Concussion Mine splits Wit. He's got Souls, so he's got the buyback. And Diablo's back up in 3 seconds. Blaze down for 15. Abathur gets the Channel on Dragon Knight. No, he cancels. Oh, they told you don't need to be there? Well, congratulations.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Samuro finishes out the top lane fort. Mid lane should go down to the Dragon Knight. And the outer layers of Dragonshire have been peeled away from our red team, or are being peeled away from the red team. Clone onto Rhaegar once again. Here looking to slow things down with those totems, as well as Banana's summonable totems as well. Does have the level 16 Earth Grasp, but does not affect Cure's Evolved Monstrosity. No, the Ultimate Evolution. You just get the spell power increase and the attack speed increase. Jet Propulsion cleansed out. Porky dropping a little bit low, but he's got that Bronzebeard Rage. He actually went into Stone form at level 16 as well. More sustainability from Porky. I was wondering if he was going to go this direction with being bullied so early in the early game. Bullied so much in the early game. Nice Dwarf Toss over the wall. The Stormbolt was attempted. Doesn't connect into the enemy. Riptire from Junkrat. Pokes onto Captain Rex. Actually doesn't even land into Captain Rex. A Sundering Dragon's Arrow combo. And Drax able to split away. The Ancestral Healing will deny the kill. Meanwhile, Porky on the top left of our screen almost takes down Blaze. He has to Dwarf Toss away. Captain Rex low. Porky needs an auto or two here into Captain Rex. Will be able to take it down with the Abathur hat. Another kill into Thrall. Nicely done. Wit so low. Samuro making some good plays. And the Samuro early game looked rough, but the late game Samuro is terrifying. Bottom lane keep being burned down. Claude very low. We've got the Sakuchi for... Yeah, we do have the Sakuchi for Samuro. Level 13. He's got that little distance teleport. Wondering if he would close the distance onto Claude quickly to try and take him down. Keep will fall. 3 are still dead. Doesn't seem like the game plan is to end here from our blue team. Really well done as we cycle through the late game numbers. Best kind of meeting. It was like yesterday when I said, "All right, chat, I'm gonna win against this Zerg player," and then I literally load into the map and the player DCs. Those are the best type of ranked games, I think. That was really funny. I was like, "All right, chat, I'm gonna win this game. Here we go." Insta win. I want to see the death timer stats, which should be popping up next. 3rd Dragon Knight's up and available. We will have a siege camp on the left. I think already right side was grabbed as well. Clone, yeah, Kier did clone Muradin. Looking for the follow-up Stormbolt, the 2 Stormbolt into Ultralisk, but there's not enough to take down Ultralisk here. He's healed back up to full. Blaze trying to slow things down with a Pyromania. We have Samuro actually rotating back into the top lane. He had one of his illusions micro down here. Rhaegar falls as well. This is going very south for the side of our blue team, and I do think Porky will fall here as well, even with Avatar, even with Stone Form. Stark on the Blaze almost goes down, but he lives for the time being, and Samuro gets a little more soak in top lane. I think they were trying to close that 20 talent tier gap during, or at least get the 20 talent tier during that fight, but it all went south, losing Rhaegar and Muradin. Clone's already down for the next 30-some seconds. God tier Zerg player. I do still have the congratulations thing that was sent to me. On this day, you practice Zerg. Oh, I loved it. I hung it on my stream wall, actually, or in my office. Ultralisk tanks a few tower shots down to a quarter of their HP. Healed up a little bit by Captain Rex here. And the 20 talent tiers are in for our red team as well. Blink for Thrall, Blink for Diablo. And he goes down, tanking too many tower shots. Oh, how awkward. Cure will burrow into bottom, by the way. And, oh no. Well, then. Oh, bye-bye, Claude. Abathur gets the singular spike. Diablo's in position in case Cure tries to go for the Dragonite here. Cure burrows away. Where'd he burrow to? Oh no, he copied Muradin. Okay. I was about to say, because like Deep Tunnel is a very low cooldown for Abathur, if I'm not mistaken. And Diablo gets the channel in top, so no Dragonite. God tier butt player. Oh, butt spot. By the way, tomorrow, as a reminder, in the afternoon, we are doing Mario Kart with viewers. So if you have Mario Kart and you want to come play, we'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon. In the morning, we'll be doing Elden Ring Randomizer. We'll talk about that a little bit more. We just had a lull in the game, so I thought it'd be good to plug the stream. Oh my god, that is so much damage from Samuro. Abathur hat. Porky sidesteps the Apocalypse and pops the rewind for the kill into Diablo. Beautifully played. Wanted to check really quickly on the Tunneling Claws, or the Deep Tunnel. It is 30 seconds, okay. I know he's got one of the shortest global cooldowns baseline without any augments. I'm sure Brightwing could have a shorter one if she clears out massive waves, etc. Samuro clone eats the Dragon's Arrow. Oh man, Sundering from Thrall as well. We're 16 minutes into Dragonshire. Is this enough for our blue team to end? The damage is... Oh, wait, hold on. Muradin, yeah, I was about to say. Muradin and Abathur chase down Hanzo. He does fall. It's a double kill. Diablo dead for the next 21 seconds. Hanzo for 56, and I do think Captain Rex will join in to that funeral procession. I don't know, I did my best to think of verbiage there. Dragonite... Whoa, wait, no, was that canceled? I think they canceled the Dragonite at core. Ultralisk should fall here. Abathur hat. One more spike burst will be enough. Diablo's back as well. He Hellgates in to close the distance. Ultralisk still being chased down by Samuro Abathur, and that will be Ancestor Healing. Popped on Samuro on top of the sustained chase, or the Abathur hat as well, excuse me. Sustained chase from Samuro is looking really good. And BRB soaking. And the rest of this blue team move to core. Shielding is being scratched. Samuro a little bit low, but the chain heals from Banana are enough. That's Apocalypse from Diablo. Banana gets caught. Abathur goes down. Okay, I didn't even see the slug. I thought he had cloned someone. Not the case. Blaze traded. Wit with 700 or so HP. Riptire takes them down. Catapults are on core, and ladies and gentlemen, we have an even Steven series here. That will be Dragonshire over to our blue team. GG, well played. Now Porky can rage quit. Plug the stream using hype chat. No, stop. No, bad Autumn. Bad. Bad Autumn. Ashmantle, which type do you want? Biscuits or teeth cleaner? Teeth cleaning. Which team wins Dragonshire? The blue team did. Blue team did win Dragonshire. Nicely done. Mr. Good Boy. Thank you, Ash Mantle, for the redemption. Much appreciated. Another shout out to Gato for sending these to us. These little anytime bites are fantastic. Keep my puppy's breath nice and fresh. Thank you for the redemption. I appreciate it, bud. All right. Is the chat thing available? Is it in my stream right now? Hold on. My stream channel.
Nah, I have.
Twitch sub.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Gato, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Ashmantle. Ashmantle, welcome back to the Bahamuts. Thank you very much, Ashmantle. You cannot cheer in your own channel. I understand that. I just want to see if they've added this thing to my channel. Doesn't look like I have it yet. Maybe after I restart stream tonight. I have returned from a good laugh. Welcome back, Kiss. I just got a Twitch message telling me that I should redeem sock. Oh, gosh. Once again, I am surprised that nobody redeemed it during the cooking stream. Nobody has redeemed it. No one redeemed it on the cooking stream. That's like the most opportune time to redeem it. You weren't able to make it to that one? I was actually blown away by how many people were watching the cooking stream. I don't look at my live views. Like, I never have my live views open. Because I just don't care. I'm not going to change my streaming energy based on how many people are in my channel. I'm going to talk and do my stream and have a good time. But it was like, there was like 60-some viewers on average pretty much for the cooking stream, which just blew my mind. Wait, Amazon Music being geniuses? Genii? They have a stage in Paris, and all their interviewees, I'm assuming, are English speaking. The crowd reaction is, what the hell is he talking about? Is glorious. Interesting. What's up, Mello? You might have gotten it from Lion Lad. No, you probably got it from Nancy. Nancy came by and just drove by and just the people's elbowed this chat yesterday. It was Nancy yesterday. Yeah, big shout out to Nancy yesterday. Lion Lad dropped off a few subs earlier. We had a couple resubs. We had some gifted subs, so I appreciate all the support today, everyone. Love you all very much. Thanks for keeping this stream live. Thanks for keeping food in my dog's mouth. How do you call people going on stage to give a speech? A speaker? A host? I mean, a lecture, a presentation. I mean, it really depends on the situation. Presenter, yeah. There's different ways. I guess it depends on like what they're giving a speech about and what the circumstances are. Like, I had speech class back in university, and I would give a presentation on, like, we had to do like 4 speeches in the class. So I literally did all of them on snowboarding because I taught snowboarding. So I literally just treated it as a snowboard lesson, and it was such a cake. I aced the class. Imagine me being good at speech classes. But yeah. I would always do speeches on snowboarding because I know a lot about it. I literally did a speech on snowboard it was a 5-minute speech about cambers. Camber is basically when you lay a ski or a snowboard flat on the ground, there's a camber, there's a bubble. But there's also things reverse cambers, you've got double cambers, you've got rocker status, you've got there's many different styles that have developed over the years. But yeah.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Anyways, hot times. New sub goal, Baja gives a snowboard lecture. I mean, I don't mind. I'd love to. I love talking about it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the EU in-houses. On the left-hand side, we got our blue team. On the right, it's our red team. We're in our third map of the day. This is not a best of. These are just in-house games that are really fun. They've got an MMR system built in. If you want to check out the Raven Court, you can use !Raven in chat, and I believe it gets you over to their website. And if you want to join the Discord, I think you can join through the website. And if you want to join into these games or anything like that, there's an MMR system and everything in their Discord. So if you're a high tier player in Heroes of Storm, I believe a lot of these players are Diamond Master, Grandmaster. If you're cool with playing on the EU server, then this is a good place for you to get consistently good games. And as I said, there is an MMR system, so it kind of makes it a little bit fun. Hots time as in we watch Baja get sidetracked by snowboarding? No, I mean, someone mentions food and I'm off topic immediately. Amazing. Watch the VODs, but after you watch this next game, Baja being incredible at speaking. It was so, like, because I knew exactly what Trixler wanted from me. He wanted, like, a quick recap before we get into the draft and this and that. But the draft, like, I could literally see the draft was ready. It had already, like, popped in our, because we had, like, a monitor laptop to see the lobbies and stuff and check stats and etc. And yeah, it was like the perfect time. Trick was bump setting me for this great explanation and just watch the VOD, but after you watch this next game. I'm so happy about that. Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 3 of the day. We got a Blaze, Maiev, Uther. We're going to be looking at a Junkrat, Leoric. And ban-wise, we got rid of a Hogger, Sylvanas from our blue team, a Lucio, Joanna, and Vala. I was about to say maybe a healer ban, but it's going to be Sergeant Hammer, so no Sergeant Hammer shenanigans for this game. Claude did play it previously, and Claude is on that red side, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they could have angled for it. Yes, Claude, of course, is on the Junkrat, but there is role swapping in the custom game, so you have to keep that in mind as well. That might not be Claude's Junkrat to be prioritized. Autumn's got me. Autumn's got me. Bahamut Gaming, I've been meaning to ask. I know you're a big fan of Taco Bell. What are your go-to items? Oh, here we go. We're off track, chat. All right, we'll finish up the draft, and while we're loading in, I'll talk about Taco Bell. Stitches Anduin. Oh, I love this. They just need some... I would love to see a Jaina to round out the draft of the red team. Good for wave clear. Plays well into this. Just some high bursting mage. Gul'dan, I'd like the Jaina more so because it's just literally, here's a spot, here's your damage, here's your target. Slows are also good as well. Hanzo and Stukov, so this is double support, main tank Uther. Main tank Maiev, maybe, double support. You also have a Blaze in there as well. But personally, I'd love to see a Jaina round out the draft for our red team. I just think it good wave clear, good siege potential. Sylvanas is banned away, so you can't go into mind control burst. But as I said, I'd love to see a mage for our red team to round out their draft with this Stitches Kidnap composition.
The wait is over.
She can be a mage in a sense. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, like, the Cassie is not crazy. Fend is good. Cure played it earlier today. I'm not too upset about it. Let me go ahead and load us on into our game screen and make a Twitch prediction. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Which team wins Tomb of Spider Queen? Get your gambles in. You know the dealio.
Hey, listen.
And to answer the question of Autumn, what are my go-to Taco Bell items? Typically, I mean, always cheesy gordita crunch with the Doritos Locos Taco inside. Usually a beefy 5-layer and also a chicken quesadilla. But sometimes I will skip the quesadilla and do nachos instead, if I'm feeling super hungry. Is it weird that, is it normal that... Weird for me to formish? Wait, what? Solid choice. Yeah, like, I have a couple items that I like to jump around to, but always cheesy gordita crunch with the Doritos Locos Taco. That one's just such a good item. Captain Rex for our blue team will be playing Stukov. Hanzo played by Papa Smurf. Ultralisk on Maiev. Hirith on the Blaze, and Drak to play the Uther. To the right side of our map, while our gamble is still going, chat, still going gamble, if you want to predict on who's going to win, you can also see the level 1s at the bottom of your screen. Porky on Stitches, Claude playing Junkrat, Cure on his Cassia, Banana lands the Chastise with Anduin. Papa Smurf gets that agility over the wall, and Stark chases down on Leoric, but he is not able to get the kill. It will be Anduin to fall first, and that is your in favor of the blue team. The gamble's still open if that first blood has swayed you, and Banana calling cringe on himself. Nice Umbro bind, Fan and Knives maybe getting the reset. Uther on the high side of the wall. Hireth will go down to the tower shots, and Uther, I guess someone will get those autos. I guess someone else will get the autos. Captain Rex being pulled in, the sidewall not available to block him in place. Anduin trying to poke in with the Divine Star, and Captain Rex lives. Nah, he's down. A counter kill. It's 1-2 in kills so far in our early game, favoring the red team. Hook into the face of Papa Smurf, a slam, a jam. Where's the damage? It's right there from Junkrat, and he will snipe Maiev. Beautifully played with the frag launcher grenade. 3 quick kills early on. 10 stacks for Kier on his level 1. 1 regeneration globe for Porky. We've got target practice for Hanzo. And Hammer of the... Nope, that's wrong. That's going to be... Oh, no, Hammer of the Lightbringer. I just thought that title was way too long in my head for the Uther. More stuns, more mana, more fun. But yeah. Man, Taco Bell sounds great today, but I made a bunch of chicken last night. I made 3 nights worth of chicken. I have chicken and rice for dinner tonight. I have I sliced up all the chicken and put it into little containers. I think I'm gonna make quesadillas with it one night. I think I can make chicken quesadillas with it. I just have to buy some other cheeses, which I'm gonna do tonight when I run out to grab a little bit of beer and some snacks for Saturday. Because Saturday I get to play D&D again, so I'm gotta have some snacks. Gotta have some snacks. Umbra Bind pulls 2 back in. Fan and Ivory sets are high for Maiev. Porky trying to back away, gets a little bite onto the enemy, and he sustains, he survives. The hook does not connect. I used the... Oh, I'm forgetting who sent it to me, and I feel bad. One of the viewers here sent me the Creole seasoning and the Slap Ya Mama seasoning. So I used the Slap Ya Mama seasoning on the chicken last night, which I thought was a good idea. It's a Cajun sort of seasoning for chicken. Mm-hmm. ISO, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Kiss. Thank you, ISO, for your continued support. Kiss, welcome back to the Bahamuts. We'll resound that alert when we get out of game. Ultralisk with another Umbra Bind. God, these Fan and Knife resets on Ultra are just bonkers. Wait, Pin Down's done? Pin Down finished at 3 minutes and 4 seconds. I think that's the record on this stream. I don't think I've ever seen a Pin Down finish faster than that. Yeah, I grilled the chicken breast for like 7 minutes aside. No, a little bit longer. It was like 8 minutes aside on the grill, and then since it was a really big piece of chicken, I butterflied it, and then I cooked that inside piece for just a few more seconds. Still turned out really juicy. A little drier than probably expected, but I err on the side of caution when it comes to chicken, because God, I don't want to undercook it. Cassia will fall. 7 talent here to both sides. Nicely done. Both teams have enough for an available turn-in. We'll see if the Web Weavers will go to our blue or red team first. 19 out of 50 already turned in. The Orc with a Drain Hope into Papa Smurf. That just delays him out from getting the turn-in. Wasn't looking to take him down with a Drain Hope potentially there. You were free? Wait. Finally free? You don't like being a sub in my channel? Wait, what? You don't like bandit emotes? What in the what? Concussion Mine doesn't pull Drac away. Fan of Knives with the Elun's Wrath will amplify damage of Ultralisk, but still can't get that finalized or that last bit of damage into any enemy heroes. Leo doing a fantastic job of delaying and poking things out. You said thanks to the end of message, but it's confusing. It could have been sarcastic. That's why. Uh-oh. Porky maybe pulled in. No, he's just going to get stunned in the face by Drac. Body blocks are okay in place. Chastise has to be cleansed away. Ultralisk pressured by Claude. Or actually, quite the opposite. It's Claude was pressuring Ultralisk, and Porky lands a beautiful hook. Porky's hooks are very on point this game. Late game, of course, is really where this Stitch's composition pops off with Gorge at level 10, as well as the hook range. When you hit level 13, no talent needed for that one. Webweaver in mid will be cleared out by Cure, gets the fort front gate that was already damaged earlier. Blaze getting great damage into Leoric in bottom lane, but the fight still continues in the top area as we look at the other stats. Zoom out a little bit further. Claude has to concussion mine away and gets the desperate prayer from Anduin. Dance is your favorite? I think Dance was made by ISO. I think someone got the gif of me doing that, and then I made it into an emote, and then I think it was ISO who made the infinite loop. ISO also made the infinite loop for Nod, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was. Yeah, thank you. Seriously, the loop that you made is so on point. And then, yeah, the nods from when we were smashing spiders in in Dead Space. When we were stomping on all the spiders. Oh, gosh. Well, 10s apiece. There's the Gorge, Light Bomb, Entomb, Riptire, Ball Lightning. We've got a Bunker, Divine Shield, Flailing Swipes, Warden's Cage, and Dragon's Arrow. Red Webweavers do descend. Big surprise for the red team. A Jet Propulsion from Blaze getting a stun, but the Leap of Faith is good. And on point, Warden's Cage. Oh no! A double kill. Nice Divine Shield from Uther, and a double kill into the red team while their Webweavers descend in the lanes. Cure being chased down by Papa Smurf. Seems like the decision is to rotate back into lane. And actually, while we're looking at this really quickly, let's break the game really fast. Junkrat and Anduin need to be hit. Those are the last hits that Papa Smurf will need to finish out his level 1. Oh, Cassia dodges. Oof. Oh, it looked good for a moment with that little bit of fend, but no. I thought Cassie would be A-okay for a moment. Oh no, another kill into top lane. Maiev popping off. What? Leo doesn't get the Wraith walk out in time, and it's a quick triple kill. The gems will be picked up by Porky. But still, that's a rough go. Seems like Boss is going to be the play. I mean, with 3 dead. Uh-oh, no, it might be 4 dead. If they can take down Porky here, that'd be huge. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Slow into the corridor. Drac is body blocking on the Uther. Divine Shield down for 19 seconds, and Leap of Faith forced out from Anduin. That won't be up for another 70-something seconds, somewhere in the 9:30 area for our timer in game. I still need to know where this one comes from. That is... I mean, it was a casting day, and I think it's someone picked Kel'Thuzad, and I got really excited about a Kel'Thuzad, actually. But you can see in the background that it's Heroes of the Storm draft. It was from a draft screen. It's probably an NGS matchup, and someone picked, like, Kel'Thuzad because the combo looked really, really good, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay. Thought Blaze landed a Jet Propulsion. That would have been a nice initiation to the red team. Good hook. Gorge is up in 5 seconds. Warden's Cage dropped by Maiev. She gets the Divine Shield. Blaze trying to cook up a Leoric, but that bag of bones is not catching fire. Yeah, Imperius is back there, and I think it was a Kel'Thuzad with an Imperius. I'm pretty sure. The reason I get excited is I don't see Kel'Thuzad too often, and and I believe we are casting at like high tier players. A skilled Kel'Thuzad player is such a treat to watch, in my opinion. Someone who can land those combos is just awesome to watch. A lot of respect for that mechanical skill. Leo and Junkrat do go down while we are singing the praises of a hero that is not even in this game. My phone is apparently going off. I need to mute that. Light Bomb. Oh, miscommunication from Porky right there, or the members of our red team. Maiev comes in with an Honorable Bind, pulling a few in. Jet Propulsion from Blaze, the Elune's Wrath, and oh my god, they absolutely...
Team kill!
Webweaver plus Boss should be the option here. Leo spawns right in front of the enemy, and that's all gems to go down. Another...
Team kill!
I can try and find the clip. I might have it saved. While we're waiting for the next lobby, I can try and find it. I'm pretty sure I still have the clip somewhere. Or maybe a little bit of a bigger formatted clip. Alright, let's do some blue comms, chat. Let's listen to blue comms. Who's on the blue team? Ultralisk. Okay. Comms.
Either we go with the boss or we look at
we go
Oh, this is hard.
Leo spot.
Okay.
I'm looking for Cassia rotation.
No, just
Careful the
fine.
hood.
Okay. It's going.
Oh, we got hook. We got more.
Kill. I'm gonna...
The wall.
Simon. Simon.
Done.
No, I got. We go with the boss again.
Ah!
Cleansing.
Just go with the boss. I can look on the Unwin maybe.
I don't understand.
I have stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon.
Bunker? Oh.
It's fine, it's fine.
Leo.
Yeah, we try to end now.
I'm looking for Andor.
Yeah, look here.
Yeah. Oh,
I stun on
We still
Cassia.
end.
it's just slow.
We're kind of stacking for the
Kill
ball.
stun. No.
Try to
I have
end.
stun ready.
Stack for W, stack for W.
Okay. Play fire and flank.
Alright, there you go, chat. A little bit of comms for all of you. Discord, please stop asking me how I feel about your audio calls. Core is going to be falling rapidly. You did hear them talking about that towards the end. You also did hear the Uther player, Captain Rex. No, excuse me. No, it's Drac. Yeah, Drac was saying to stack for W, if I'm not mistaken. So nicely done from our blue team. They take down Garden of... Nope, they take down Tomb of Spider Queen. Forgot the name of the map as I was leaving comms. Ooh, Maev's damage is very nice. Nicely done. Very nicely done. ISO, thank you for the gifted sub.
Now I have.
Twitch sub.
Ho. Ho. Ho.
Don't need to, but am curious. Oh, where the emotes from? I mean, we have downtime in between games, so might as well. Which team wins Tomb of Spider Queen? It was the blue team. They did dominate that Tomb game. Nicely done. Trying to type happy Maev noises, but my cat keeps headbutting my hand. Probably because your cat doesn't like Maev. That's my guess. That's my best guess. Your cat doesn't like Maev. I'm sure of it. File Explorer. Let's see. Not that one. This one. Bahamut assets. Clips, maybe. Alright, I just don't want to miss a lobby here. Let's see, do I have a draft one? I'm trying to find if I can see like the thumbnail preview. At one point I used to just put clips into one folder and I didn't separate them, so they're all kind of mushed together. Oh, there's a bad leap. There's a bad leap, I remember that one. My cat only likes two things, sleeping and sleeping. Yo, same. Yo, same. Alright, we're just waiting for a new lobby for the bot to do bot things. I don't see it in this one. Alright, not in that folder. I know I have a GIF folder as well. I wonder. No, I don't remember where that. It's from a draft for sure. I just don't remember what game. Oh well. Oh well. She's not violent, she just nonstop speaks. Well, maybe they're trying to tell you a story. You should listen. Maybe stay a while and listen. I don't know. Do you ever think of that? Your cat's just trying to tell you a story. And you like the mountain of toys next to Bandit. His horde. His horde. Bandit likes to pretend he's a dragon. He likes to pretend he's a dragon, and he hoards toys. He doesn't chew on them. He only has, like, 2 toys that he actually cares about. He doesn't even, like, rip them up. He just carries them around the house like his little children. Every morning I'm woken up by her, going to my face and meowing. Well, that sounds about right, yeah. That sounds about right for cats. Pizza. Cat pizza. Ninja, thanks for the redemption. Toxic map for toxic players. Sweats in Braxis. Sweats in Braxis. Alright. Let's update our score. It looks like blue team won the last game. Right. Readies are coming out. I'll probably miss like a moment of the draft. Let's just go ahead and do our redemption here. Mr. Good Boy. Mr. Bad. Mr. Alright. There we go. Thanks for the redemption, Ninja. Much appreciated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the EU in-houses for the Raven Court. My name's Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we are looking at our blue team. On the right, it's going to be our red team. We got a lot of good casting for all of you today. Later on, after these games, we'll be jumping into some Heroes Lounge as well. And then, yeah, that is the game plan for today. A nice cozy day of streaming. Meowing louder until I pet her. Well, sounds like you neglect your cat too much, Kiss. Sounds like you neglect your cat. Genji, Brightwing, Sylvanas, and Lucio band away for a map like Braxis. Tanks like Garrosh are really strong here, being able to control the point. Hogger in the solo lane, extremely strong as well for displacement with the staggering blow, stun against the walls, trash to create some blockage or terrain, the bounces to maybe get out, and also to be able to grab camps quite quickly. I do neglect her. I'm not at her pause 23 hours a day. See? Exactly. See, at least you admit it. At least you're honest with yourself. Tahaka, first pick for our blue team. I do like it up against the Hogger. Gonna look for drags into Hogger, pull him against the gate, maybe lock him in place for a Chromie burst, and she will be the other grab for our blue team. Hogger and what? So we have a good solo lane already. I like the Maiev, more control. Being able to dive into the Chromie is strong as well. Still need something to poke at the objective areas. Uther will be grabbed here. I don't hate the idea of a Gul'dan. I do really like Gul'dan on a map like this. His clear onto the Zerg wave is strong. We could see the Phoenix shenanigans for the angled Planet Cracker to clear out the wave. Yes, I said the banned word. Oh my god. Oh, I did miss your message. Sorry about that, Autumn. Have you tried either beef or grilled cheese burrito or the beef Crunchwrap Supreme? I have not tried those. I'll have to add them to my list. Thank you for, sorry I missed your message. By the way, if I ever, like, it's rare when I miss messages, but if I ever do, always feel free to repost it if I do miss a message. I don't mind. Unless you're annoying me, then I'm just gonna time you out. Because I know, like, you know, we don't have the fastest moving chat in Twitch, but there are some times when things start to move a little bit, and I do miss a couple messages here and there. But I'll have to add that to my list. I should get Taco Bell this weekend. I don't know when, but I should. It's just so expensive. At least, well, it's expensive to order it, I guess, if I go to the store. Ana, Uther, Maev, Hogger. Okay, it's not the worst bottom lane, but it still is a little scary because you have that Garrosh who's just going to run right at your face. Well, you know, we could see a Zarya. Hypercarry Chromie isn't too crazy of an idea, but they're going to go Falstad. Okay, I like it. Falstad poke is good. He's also got Boomerang at level 7. That's spell armor reduction by 15. Synergizes well with Chromie since she has a lot of spell power. Burst ability is high, but of course there's the counter factor of a double support. So this is going to be a pretty fun Braxis game. Let's go ahead and swap into casting screen, and I will start us a prediction. Which team wins? Braxis Holdout. There you go. You know the dealio.
Hey, listen.
You're gonna go strawberry picking this weekend? Ooh, that sounds nice. You get the steak version. I'm really not a fan of Taco Bell's steak.
Facility powering.
On the left of the map, with our gambles still up and ready to go, our blue team, Porky playing Garrosh, Heareth on Falstad, Stark playing Dahaka, Cure will drop some sand off with Chromie, and Captain Rex making routes with Malfurion. To the east of our map, Ultralisk on Maev, Drac playing Uther, Papa Smurf on Vala, Banana to play Ana, and last but not least, Gaff on this Hogger. Gathering Storm level 1 makes sense for the Falstad. We will have our swap of lanes, and everyone on the blue side is running down to bottom lane. Top lane sees the Maev. I'm just trying to swap visions really quickly, see what the setups are, and that's a drag right into Maev into the fort front gate, but the damage is being split by allies. Huge damage from Cure, and First Blood quickly goes to this. Oh no, Vala loses a stack of her Gamba. Mortgage talent will go down by 5%. And Ultralisk does not go to the beach with Uther. I was like, why am I paying this much for a burrito? Oh, yeah. The other thing too is, like, there's a burrito place called Jalisco's, or it's a Mexican restaurant. Mom and pop Mexican restaurant. It's called Jalisco's. There's actually 2 of them in town. There's Jalisco's and there's Jalisco's Grill. Either way, the one that's in Midtown right next to Escobar's is the best. Oh my god. $9 California burrito that's with them adding in. No, the price just went up. It's $10 now. It used to be $8. Still, $10. That's with it added, with refried beans added in there as well. God, and it's like 2 meals. It's a burrito that's 2 meals. You could do it. You could eat it in one, but you're gonna have a big burrito baby after that. Oh. Oh, maybe that's what I do with the chicken. Maybe I make a burrito as well. I don't have to buy burrito stuff. But in top lane, Vala's taking a nap while Uther tries to stun his way out of top, and Uther once again going to the beach thanks to Cure. Cure sending Uther repeatedly back to the Hall of Storms is got to be a little frustrating early on. It's early game death timers, so they're low. Uther has Ghost Form healing. It's not the worst. But Porky doing a fantastic job with his displacement, and Cure sniping with sand as well. Nice Vault of the Warden, Spirit of Vengeance out. Ultralisk fine in the top lane. Speaking of top, Channel in the top lane, Channel in bottom, and almost a kill into Gaff in bottom lane. Meanwhile, back into top lane, Porky is going to be taking a ton of damage. The time stop will be onto Malfurion, and ooh, interesting interaction right there. The toss was before the time stop, so it was, interesting. New Uther meta. Non-stop dying for uninterrupted healing. I mean, yeah, you kind of got a point. Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Hero slain.
Yeah, now all I can think about is burritos, and that is what I'm getting this weekend for takeout, I guess. Maiev, Spirit of Vengeance in. Umbro Bind connects onto Malfurion. He drops a root right where he was expected to be to zone back the enemy. Falstead comes in to help out. That's another toss from Porky. Ultralisk going to try and get away with the... Oh, no, Falstead's got the barrel roll over the wall. One hammering, one Q, one Q, one Q! Oh, she sidesteps it, and oh, it's 30 HP! Oh, 29 or so HP. Maiev is able to get out of there. The Zerg wave has been summoned. The vast majority going to the side of our blue team. First Zerg wave of the game will be blue bottom, red top, and Porky. He actually mounts up to join his allies in bottom lane. Dahaka probably swaps into top. Bile drops from the Zerg wave. Ultralisks running on in. We still have Marines right behind it, and the Hydras are here. The Guardians got that extended range, outranging structures. The artillery from them is strong. Sidewalls to be popped as well. No slowing sands, no level 10. I doubt we're going to see Temporal Loop with an Uther and a Maya and a Ana. Actually, maybe we could see Temporal Loop. Depends what Uther's going to be going into for his future talents. Hogger up against Dahaka and Falstad in top lane. Cleanse from Malfurion. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wow, Garrosh tried to get the toss onto Ana right there, or onto Vala. A little surprised by that one not working out. Dahaka maybe dragging onto Gaff. They keep poking onto the fort front gate. There was a drag attempt really quickly, but keep in mind the drag hitting structures does deal spell damage to that structure, so with cooldown reduction, it's not a bad spam, even if you go fishing and you don't connect onto Hogger in front of the gate. Now I mentioned to do myself some peanut chicken and corn tortilla. Why not? It's Thursday. Thursday's like Taco Tuesday. Banana a little bit low here. A little scared for Banana, but still Uther's floating above. You've got the Bida grenade dropped on herself as well. Papa Smurf continuing to try and build up stacks while Falstad has to float away. He's actually not really threatened over here. Porky stepping in and spin out from Hogger. Spin out from Hogger and back into camps to be grabbed. The next Zerg wave should be announced pretty soon. Until then, it's a brawl before level 10s. Toss out onto Captain Rex. Porky taking a bit of a nap in the middle of the fight. Cure will go down to a stray auto. And Papa Smurf looks like they want to... Oh. I was like looking like they want to sustain this fight, and they will sustain it. Chase onto Stark, who burrows under the ground. Maiev doesn't reactivate Spirit of Vengeance. And it looks like Twitch is going to try and run ads really quickly. Let me stall that out for another 9 minutes. Stun from Utherus. Camp to be stolen away. Porky goes down. Our red team finding momentum in the mid game. What's up, Tan? Good to see you today. I love that your name is still purple. Love it when Twitch chat all has the same color names. Makes it so easy for me to glance and read who's saying what. Absolutely. East Coast crew represent. Ew. No, you guys have better pizza, though. Better pizza on the East Coast, that's for sure. Ultralisk able to back away with the Spirit of Vengeance. Falstead poking onto Drac on the low side of our screen. And the 10 Talontiers are almost here. Purple is great. Okay, well, Ninja, you're yellow for me, so thank you. What would be the worst single hero ARAM matchup, and why is it Morales? That would be really annoying. That feels like it would be forever. What's up for real? How you doing, bud? Purple. Oh, green. Dang it. So close. Charge in favor of our blue side, stalled out at 18%. Nova mirror matchup, they just run around with no clue what's going on. I need to make myself another cup of tea after this map. Good double groundbreaker. 69 stacks. Falstead ruined it with a 70th into Hogger in the top lane. It is that slowing stance. We got to decimate Garrosh. We didn't really talk about the 10 talents. That's a good toss on to Maiev. Spirit of Vengeance gets her, Vault of the Wardens. There's the Spirit of Vengeance to back away. I was looking and wanted to see, she didn't go Sudden Vengeance. Going to be going pinned down and also into the Elun's Wrath, level 7. Papa Smurf able to back away. I think Vol's died twice. Vol's only died once, so she's down to 20% on her Gambit. Another jump in from Maiev, but she gets the Divine Shield, chasing onto Falstad. A couple autos, but a Falstad Gust is forced after the Divine Shield expires. Contagion into Papa Smurf on the right side of our screen. Bit of a split fight over here. Papa Smurf, the Groundbreaker is delayed out from the Rain of Vengeance. Papa Smurf lives. Ana will fall. Chase onto Maiev on the right side of the map, and the drag does not connect. The Spirit of Vengeance out, and Ultralisk disengages cleanly. Oh, wow, that's mean. Falstad should be able to back away. I hope he can. Ultralisk. Yeah, they got the kill. Oh, Porky tried to toss the bird, but bird got cooked. Gerald will fall. Drac to be traded, though. Nice couple kills over to our blue team. Dahaka will lose channel in top lane up against Hogger. I do expect Cure and Captain Rex to take down the fort in bottom lane. Porky makes the rotation into top, and Hogger's able to bounce out. This should be channeled back over to the side of our blue squad. Looks like Beak's back on the menu, boys. Oh, who eats the beak? Who eats the beak? Little sustained damage onto... Oh, wait, hold on. Dahaka might be in a bit of a spot right here. Gust from Falstad forced out. 13's faster for our blue squad, but Papa Smurf dropping sustained lockdown. Nice Rain of Vengeance into the burst ability from Vala. Dahaka dead for 23 seconds. Checking really quickly, does he have Brush Stock when he comes back? Yes, he does. I know that showed Vala's portrait, but that's just how things work in this completely built correct game. Ultralisk, will they be able to back out of this just fine? Decimates are slowing them down, but no tower shots. Zerg charge does go to our red squad. Falstad is back in bottom lane, gonna start poking onto the Hogger. Gaff a little low here. Gotta be careful about those 82 stacks from Falstad. On his Gathering Storm, ooh, Chromie just time stopped, and I think I wonder if Cure didn't time stop and just kept running, if he would have lived there. Well, we won't know because they're dead, and this will be Garrosh Chromie falling. Dahaka in a flank position. That's a shockwave, but the drag flank, and who expects the Dahaka from the bushes? Not that Hogger. Steal onto the camp will be noticed, and without Garrosh or Chromie, this has to be given away. Cure back in, able to get the Time Walker's Pursuit vision reveal. Well, Hellbat camp being worked on. Are they going boss, or are they just looping around for the channel? It looks like it's loop around for the channel onto the objective phase. Hot pudding out there, for sure. Good sleep dart onto Falstad, who tries to gust away the enemy. Cleanse from Malfurion. Able to get him out as well. A bit of a channel. I think there may have been a second of channel time, but Garrosh gets the counter in top. Dahaka dragging some minions into the tower range. Will tap well, and I think Dahaka might jump in with the allies. We have Brush Stock up and available. Keep an eye on him on the mini-map. Cure dropping low. Tranquility popped by Malfurion as well. Porky getting poked down here. Does have that armor available. Brush Stock from Dahaka red. And the Rain of Vengeance is met into that. Maiev with a very low Divine Shield, able to pull people around, and Vala sustained damage with Death Dealer in such No Manticore yet. Takes down the Garrosh. Uther's done with his Hammer of the Lightbringer. Does have that cooldown reduction from autos. More stuns from Uther. Good cleanse from Malfurion, but ouch. Oh, Papa Smurf goes down. All right, at least they trade. Vala will lose another 5% on her Gambit, down to 15%. I believe that was her second death. Let me double check. It was actually her third. She's down to 10%. Down for 10% bonus attack speed. But the Dahaka will fall. Ooh, Chromie does... Ah, the Sandblast. Nicely done from Cure. More Sandblast, amplifying more kills. Verbiage on that's weird, but you know what I mean. Trying to delay out this channel for as long as possible, building up more Zerg pressure of their own on this red team. Falstad clears out bottom before it gets much of the fort of the keep front gate. 16's being held by Garrosh and Dahaka. No, they're not going to be holding them. Seasoned Soldier. Tunneling Claws, nothing crazy. Last little bit of channel should go... Oh, wait, are they going to tag boss? No. No boss tagged. Zerg wave in bottom and top. Fairly healthy. Dahaka goes to bottom lane. In bottom, we've got 2 Ultras, 2 Guardians, a few Banes, some Lings, some Hydras. In top lane, you got the full Zerg wave making its way in. Whoa, Ultralisk takes a bunch of Banes to the face and is looking like that bio line that I went up against yesterday. God, Baneling explosions into a massive bio line is so satisfying. Oh. And I'm sure when they hit me with that Widow Mine and took out like 20 of my Hydras, or my Mutas, that was also satisfying for them. What a game earlier, or what a game yesterday. Nice poke from Cure. Will eventually find the kill on Dahogger. Zergwave is low, down to 7%. Dahaka clearing out bottom. The Guardians might supply enough damage to take down this top lane fort, and yes, indeed, one auto indeed will take it down. But Garrosh is in a bit of a he's in a really good spot here to threaten displacement with these decimates. Oh, he doesn't get the toss. He thought he had the toss onto Vala. Papa Smurf still poking out, has the Manticore level 16. Gotta be careful of that. Look at the Dahaka health bar dropping rapidly. Malfurion chasing down Ultralisk. Dahaka did clear out that bottom lane Zerg wave as well. Maiev not pulled out of position. All right, Captain Rex gets mana and 20 talent here on the horizon for both these teams. Faster potentially to our blue squad. And Cure does see this. That is that Time Walker's Pursuit. This is the vision of Cure currently. Keep in mind the Time Walker's Pursuit reveals for 4 seconds, and if an enemy hero is revealed in that initial cast, they are revealed for 4 additional seconds, but only the hero, not anything else around them. Oh gosh. My apologies, some frames here on the Blizzard servers. Yo! Sorry about the little lag. A little bit of render lag right there, but I think we're A-okay. I think Twitch is forcing ads right now, which is really annoying. I'm gonna see if I can block it. I don't know if I missed it. Nope, I have no option. It just says starting soon, and I have no delay button. Great. Good job, Twitch. My apologies if you do get an ad. Twitch just forcing them, and I have no way of stopping it for this one. Oh well. 204 stacks to the Vala. She has 3 deaths, so still 10% on her mortgage talent. Beacons will activate in 30 seconds. A little more reveal from Chromie. Still have camps. Still have camps in top and bottom. No boss just yet. Indomitable used by Porky just in case. 111 stacks for Falstad on his Gathering Storm. It's a nice chunk of damage for him. 71.5, 72%. Let's just round up on that one. Falstad has channel on the top. Dahaka pushes up the wave as well. The rest of the enemy team scouted out with a hammering from Falstad as he floats away. Rex with the channel in bottom. Drac and crew hold top lane. Vala goes and deals with that. That might be the green light for our blue squad to rotate in since they can see the Vala. Time Walker's Pursuit shows the enemies on the camp. Hammering poke into the bush to try and find some stacking and a little bit of damage. Ultralisk down to 50%. Gets some healing here and there from Ana and Uther. Sleep Dart does connect into Garrosh. He's still anchoring on the point. Decimate at level 10. No level 20s on either side just yet. Still half a level to go or so. Dahaka doing Dahaka things in bottom lane. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a brush stock on the right side of our screen. Porky pulled back in by the Warden's Cage. And the bounce from Hogger not able to get a kill. And here looking to poke here and there from afar, but the Sandblast are not connecting. Dahaka still split pushing bottom lane for that 20 talent tier advantage to his allies. Gaff doesn't get a super good bounce. Ultralisk slowed down by the root, and Falstad able to back away. Dahaka maybe flanking for the channel in top lane. Yes, he'll be able to do exactly that. He'll show on the objective, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, right, it's not Global Vision. But they know. I mean, they know somebody's up there. A few more percent trickle in for our blue squad. Speaking of things trickling in, Dahaka grabs a wave in top, and that's 20 talent tier. Piercing Sands, the Moonfire upgrade with the Lunar Shower, Wind Tunnel. You got the Decimate upgrade, the Deadly Calm, and Contagion upgrade, the Isolation, or the Contagion for Isolation. You see it spreading to 3 enemies right there. That will splash around. Gaff holding bottom lane objective. Nice staggering blow into the wall. Dahaka with his enhanced agility level 1 at 8 stacks. He's at 136% movement speed when he taps the bush for 5 seconds. 6% faster than mount speed. Gaff gets a great staggering blow back. A beautiful wind tunnel into the wall. That's going to be a divine shield delaying out Hogger's death, but Vala will be the one to fall. Maev with the nano boost. Ultralisk looks to get the kill into Falstad. It ain't happening. Zergwave looking good in bottom lane, and I do believe this is going to be a dead Uther as well. No level 20, so no redemption pickup. Oh, how rough, how rough, how rough. Time Walker's Pursuit, they take down the side wall. Deadly Calm slowing down Hogger as he tries to work his way out of the damage from Cure. Captain Rex chasing onto Banana. That should be oh, no control from Hogger, but he should die. Bottom lane keep has fallen. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be map number 4 of the day going over to our blue team. Very well played here on Braxis Holdout. Love, 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 love some good Braxis Holdout play between these high-level players. GG's.
Team kill.
I had an all Kael'thas one that was absolute chaos. It was so much fun. All Kael'thas was such a fun time. Because you got to level 10 and it was just everyone casting Pyroblast. Whoa! Which sub?
Oh. Oh.
Tessa, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Rick. Thank you for the gifted sub. Rick, welcome to Bahamuts. I want August Baja Mario Kart. Mario Kart. You got it. You got it. You did it. Congratulations.
That's a lot of nuts!
Alrighty, let me get my notebook of sub goals. That is a lot of nuts. That is a lot of nuts, indeed. Park myself in the correct Discord to make sure that I don't miss things. And make sure there's a lobby. I need to make some tea. I need to run to the bathroom, but I need to wait for a lobby first. Mario Kart August, done. So now we do our next August one, which is double movie night for August, and then we have fun sub. We have other sub goals to hit, but trying to hit all the August sub goals, and then we can do other stuff. I think that's kind of a good way to go about it. So let me update our stream goals, stream elements. You want fries with that, baby? God, I love Kung Pao. It's such a good movie. All right. Where are my streaming tools? I really need a cup of tea. 10 Mephistos, that'd be wild. Total subs. Total subs. We'll make this that, and we'll say August 2x movie night. Does that scale in? Yep, that scales in fine. I don't think that's too crazy of a sub goal idea. Garden of Terror is the next map. Alright. Scores are updated. Choose outcome. The blue team won Braxis holdout. I am here, ready to go. Bahamut Gaming Peepo Clap. Huh? What is going on? I'll be right back, everyone. If you hear the draft start, I apologize. Actually, you know what? I'll wait for the draft to start, then I'll go grab some tea and run to the bathroom. How about that? Actually, let's also get rid of some ads while we're waiting, too, so we don't get another ad during the next game. Hopefully we can catch that ahead of time. Bahamut Gaming, P-Butt Lap. Ew. Oh, wait, never mind. Nice teams. Why did you write ready? Get baited. Get baited. Okay, I'll be right back. BRB, super duper quick. I'm gonna go get some tea and all that good stuff. Where are you, my camera? Where is my camera? My camera. Bye-bye.
Garden of Terror.
Now I have.
Twitch sub.
Ho. Ho. Ho.
What the heck? Merbs, thank you for gifting 3 months today. Thank you so much, Merbs. Oh, hi, hey, die. Welcome back to the Bahamuts. Thank you so much, Merbs. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you very much. Draft. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the EU in-houses. My name's Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have our blue team. On the right, it's our red team. We're going to be heading to Garden of Terror once again, as we've got some players joining this lobby. Couple new players, couple repeated players. I think we have like 12 players in total that are available for the games today. So we'll see a lot of repeated names, but we got some fantastic games for all of you. As Garden of Terror first pick goes over the side of our blue team, what are they going to start with? Literally just about to ask, is Genji banned? No, so he's picked. What do you think, Bandit? Genji pick 2 mid? Oh, no, you're going back to sleep. Okay. Well, Bandit will give us his breakdown and analysis a little bit later on, as Lucio, Sylvanas are going to start things out for the red team. Don't hate that whatsoever. Push potential's high. With Sylvanas locking down towers, you've also got Lucio AoE healing. High fives are strong. Could see sound barrier again. I just typed random letters and it gifted today. Hope they're cool. And they have And they have a cute dog. I hope they're cool and they do have a cool dog. Yeah, or cute dog. I agree, Merv. Thank you again. Thanks for casting, Baha. Looking forward to watch the VOD. Yeah, we were talking about how you're gonna rage quit earlier, Porky. We were talking about how you're like a raging demon and how you're so angry all the time. You rage quit. All you do is swear at people. Someone in chat was the Muradin game where you were getting bullied in the early game, and someone was like, "Porky's gonna rage quit." They were joking around. I was like, "No, Porky's reformed. Porky's a reformed lad. He's now calm, cool, and collective." Honestly, some really good games, Porky. Always fun to cast you, bud. Thanks for coming by the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, Dahaka Hogger will be banned away. We snap into a blaze. Snap into a blaze. Blaze, Lucio. Okay, so it's not horrible. I would like to see... I was gonna say some sort of mage, but I don't hate the Muradin. They can kind of flex on this last pick. Get a good tank, Blaze follow-up, or even initiation into Muradin Stormbolt. I do want to see a mage for some sort of burst as well. I don't think their burst is lacking, but I'd just like to see that poke ability. Maybe a Chromie. Snap into a Blaze Gym. Thanks for the kind words. You're a good lad. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hanzo Yrel is pretty nice for the side of the blue team. They've got Shimada Bros. You've got good wave clear, good team fighting. You've got CC. Ooh, okay, so like hyper carry Sylvanas. I mean, Malthael does great damage. Blaze, Muradin, they're all fantastic. This is a good draft from both sides, honestly. This is really, really fun. This should be a really good Garden of Terror game. Do I remember Ghosty? Yeah, of course I do. That was a long time ago. That was back in the Gamers of the Storm days.
Wow.
Alright, which team is going to win Garden of Terror? Get your gambles in. You know the dealio, chat. You know the deal.
Hey, listen.
Gamble has begun. Alright. Team on the left-hand side, our blue squad. We got Soaking on the Yrel. Hirath playing Hanzo. Banana on Rhaegar. Gaflo jumping around with Genji. And, of course, Wit burrowing underground on a Nubarak. To the right side of our map, in our made-up best of whatever, we got Ultralisk on Malthael. Claude to play Sylvanas. An AFK Blaze played by Stark. Lucio on the Captain Rex, and Drac playing Muradin. Gotta flip it around once in a while. You saw the show and got excited for a moment? Oh, yeah. Maybe, just maybe. We get a pause and someone says nice immediately, and an unpause. Okay, alright. I report to admins. Yes, please report. Please report. Also, please get your gambles in. There you go. I was about to say, please don't play the odds on the blue team. He's a big Cho'Gall enjoyer. Well, then they should draft Cho'Gall. Only cowards fear the Cho'Gall. Top lane Siege will be the priority early on for our red team. Good defenses are in place from the blue side. We've got a Nubarak soaking mid. Drac over here landing. No! Anticipating the Hanzo to start backing away, but Hanzo holds his ground. Will not get CC'd. That Stormbolt could have been the setup for a kill. Meanwhile, Drac has to Dwarf Toss over the wall. Gonna meet the Genji. Gonna miss another Stormbolt. And my phone keeps going off. My apologies. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me mute this. There we go. Blaze to bottom lane. Still Lucio hanging around top. Push off from Captain Rex, and he's going to amplify that. He's going to amp it up, excuse me. Get himself a little extra HP. Keeping that wall ride active with the level 1. Oh, also, Murda's going to go third wind at level 1. He's looking for more sustainability. Nice Stormbolt into the face of Anubarak. Wit gonna drop very low. The towers are turned off, and Lucio tries to find the last bit of damage with Sound Wave. Still Black Arrows active from Sylvanas. Did she go Possession at level 4? I know they just got it. I thought I saw the animation for it, but she still hasn't taken a talent, so not going to be the case whatsoever. But good siege in the top lane with the Night Camp as well. Blaze and Yrel doing double soaking from mid to bottom to match everything. Well, to match while this is still happening in top. Wow, beautifully opened up from our red team here. Still sustained damage, whittling down a lot of these blue health bars. Ultralisk, though, getting a little low themselves, but the sustainability from him is fantastic. Ultralisk, the target of a dive, tries to dip dive and dodge around away from all of that, and it will be Genji and Rhaegar solidifying first blood of the game. Gaff has to reset here. And Lucio just poking out here and there. Murden, Dwarf tossing in once again, but he's slowed down by an Impale of Anubarak. Good Stormbolt, good kill. Wit shy of a burrow charge. Black Arrows from Sylvanas locked down the tower, and Wit now should be falling. The bug should be squashed by Lucio, but Sylvanas goes down. The Nexus forces will kill her. Oh, it just does not work out, and Captain Rex might go down. Up, yes he will indeed. A little bit of an overextension in top lane from our red side, giving a few extra points of experience to the enemy team who are going to be looking at sevens a little bit faster. Nicely done. Nice hold in top lane. I really thought that was going to unravel for the defending side, but nicely done underneath their tower. They only lose their fort front gate. 7 talent tier faster, as I mentioned, because of those extra kills. Anubarak will have the Shed Exoskeleton from 4, which is a great way to basically get mount speed for, what, 3 seconds? And then you also have the Shitness Plating. It's Kiteness, I think is how you say it. But whenever I glance at it, this is just like, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Gaff, I think, is fine on the right side of our screen. Burrow charge in from Anubarak doesn't get the stun onto Captain Rex. And first seed will be picked up by our red squad. Banana trying to back away here. Twin Flames from Blaze offering up a little bit more damage. I love that there was someone in ARAM earlier who told me to build Blaze like a tank. And I believe I took, oh, I didn't take Nano Machine Coding, but I pretty much took the 1 and 4 already from, it's just... Someone was upset earlier I didn't take talents that they wanted me to take when I was forced to take tank, and they wanted to take Kael'thas. And they went Fel Infusion at 1, so there you go. I don't put any stock into ARAMs. It's funny when people do. It's funny when people treat ARAMs like it's a ranked mode. It's very comical to me. Well, that's not the ARAM meta. You shouldn't go for that. Oh, boom. Captain Rex should be fine out of this. Yeah, he's good. Malthael has joined in, so now BRB Soaking's like, I gotta respect this. Don't want to get chunked by Malthael. Blaze in the bottom lane, on the other hand, will go down. My apologies, wasn't watching down here on the minimap. Burrow charge in from Anubarak. He is trying to go for a kill into Sylvanas. Oh, bye-bye, Wit. Oh, bye-bye, Wit. Nicely done from Hanzo, but I think he's dead for it. Hey, it's serious business, ARAM. Oh, it is it? Tell me, what rank do you have? What does the in-game rank say for you? Don't you dare be like, well, my hero's profile, MMR. No, 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 no. What does the in-game rank say for you when you go to ARAM page? It's hilarious when you have a teammate. Yeah, like, I was playing an ARAM, and someone was like, oh, it wasn't me. Like, I'll take Decker Kane. I'll go more NATOs at times, because more NATOs is fun. I play ARAMs because they're fun. And I was playing an ARAM we were losing, and someone was like, we lost this game because the Decker Kane didn't take Bottomless Flask at 20. Everyone knows you take Bottomless Flask at 20. It's like, oh, okay. Everyone knows that. Oh, Drac just saved Genji. Haymaker just saved Genji. Oh, wait, Captain Rex wants it. Captain Rex wants it. Will he get it? Muradin trying. No. Haymaker saves the day. I heard so many people malding about bad picks and that people should look at their ARAM tier list. Oh my god. People just, ugh, people. It's true that there are builds that that work in ARAM only. I'm sure, but like at the same time, I don't play ARAM to sweaty try hard. I play ARAM because I want to have a meme fest and do dumb things. Like, if I go into ARAM, I'm taking every questing talent I possibly can on Thrall. I'm gonna go Crash Lightning. Is that quote-unquote meta for regular Thralls? No. But I like to have a good time. Hi, my name's Bahamut. I like to party. No, guys, I'm the only one who likes to party. Burrow from a Nubrak doesn't connect onto Drac, but it's fine because you're still summoning beetles, which is extra siege potential for your team as well. Didn't go Burning Legion. Still going into W build with the with spines at level 13. And nearby enemies double damage against heroes, right? Yep. That person clearly hasn't used or is just bad at Mornados. That's just... Oh, dude, I've had some Mornado moments which are dumb. Where you get 2 Lornados pushing someone into a corner. It does 10 damage, but they literally cannot move because they have 2 tornadoes pushing them into a wall. Ugh. It's like Shen Wandering Keg. When you get that Wandering Keg like into a corner, something up here, the enemy here is locked in and you're just mashing them into the wall as a Wandering Keg. So satisfying. Uh-oh, my game is lagging a little bit. Sorry about that. Ultralisk will go down to Hanzo's auto attacks. We have a Cocoon on to Lucio, buying a window for a Nubrak to set up a kill into Muradin. And now Captain Rex, will he be the one to go down? Tower shots say yes. Nexus Forces will make the happen for our blue team as they look for another seed. No Garden Terror spawn, but 2 out of 3 seeds potentially. Keg is the only reason to pick Chen. Changed my mind. You don't like playing a giant panda that has a drinking enjoyment? I actually, you know what I do love is his talent. Some of the talent builds for him are really fun. Like Flying Kick build is super fun. Enough to Share is a really fun talent as well. The synergy of the questing talent at 1, the freshest ingredients, with the Deadly Strike, I think it is at level 4. That's a really cool synergy. But yes, Wandering Keg is probably the main reason I will be picking Chen consistently. Yes. It's fun to figure things out, you know? But yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't know. Just have fun in ARAMs. Like, that's the point. You ain't gotta be sweaty. Burrow in. Malthiel's the target. Wit tanking a lot of tower shots. Last Rites does take down a Nubrak. First stack for Last Rites right there. BRB soaking coming in with a Righteous Hammer. Drac gonna be able to dwarf toss away. Wailing Arrow into the flank from Sylvanas. Still chasing in. Ancestral does connect into Hanzo. But Rhaegar will be the one to fall. High fives from Lucio, cleansing away, and he slows on the sustained chase. Lucio trying to amp it up with some speed, but it seems like with Black Arrows active on Claude, this will be top lane for it to go down. Another seed will spawn on the south side of our map, and this is timers favoring our red team. Blaze making a quick rotation down here. I do believe we should see Garden Terrors to the red squad. 5 Lornados on screen is just silly. You misspelled fun. Fun, silly, same. Same. When I was thinking of sub-goal ideas, I was thinking maybe if we raise some money, maybe we do like a Bahamut tournament. We get like 10 community members. And we do something. The hardest thing is finding something that's balanced. I don't want to do something where one team just stomps the other. But I thought maybe it'd be fun to do a little ARAM tournament. Maybe I can get J McG to come cast it with me. He used to do the JRAM tournaments. Maybe it's my turn to start doing some. Offer up a tiny little prize pool. But that's down the road. I'm just thinking of other fun little sub-goals for us down the road. Yeah, it's really just finding players that are at relative skill level. Or we literally just get 10 people signed up from the community and just RNG, put you all in a hat, make the team from like the names that are polled, and done. Well, I have to look into it, but it's definitely on my list of sub-goal ideas for the future. I feel like it'd be fun for us to do a little Bahamarama. No price, just Ragnarets. I want to give people at least a little bit of money. Maybe get themselves a cheaper pizza. Or I just keep all the money and say, fuck you. Ah, yes, I've used all the money I've raised for Bandit. I don't think people would be upset about that, actually. The JRAM tournaments, yeah. I think Jay has also moved a bit away from Heroes consistently as his content. I think he's done a lot more League stuff because his community is more into that, and I think a lot of his friends in his community are as well. Banana gets the self-cast Ancestor Heal, turns around, and Malthael will go down. Stark on the Blaze to fall as well to the Righteous Hammer of Yrel. Burrow Charge does catch Drac. Is there a Haymaker to push them back? Not for 18 seconds. Cocoon onto Lucio. Swift Strike in, X Strike down from Genji. Sylvanas pops the Will of Forsaken, giving her some massive movement speed. That's 140% right there as you have the additional 10 on top of the mount speed. But it seems like with the Garden Terror phase over, they're not going to go for core at this time on the blue side. They're looking for another keep to be taken down. Are you Mr. Beast? No, I'm Bahamut. Come on, Montana, you know this. Does Mr. Beast have an adorable dog named Bandit? I don't think so. They take down the top lane keep, they find 2 more kills, and our blue squad will be looking at a map victory here on Garden of Terror. GG, well played. He does give people money and expensive gifts. Well, I would like some of that money, please. I don't need thousands of dollars. Just, you know, like, I don't know, 10K would be nice. It's like a year of bills. I don't need to be super rich. I just want to pay my bills and full-time stream. That's all I want to do. Which team wins Garden of Terror? It was the blue team. The blue team did win. About ARAM horror stories, I had a game a while back. I was playing Q-Build Hanzo, and some guy on my team was raging that I was only auto-attacking the entire game. There was a guy last night. We were playing ARAMs on the stream last night after I did like 6 hours of StarCraft 2, and then I played a little bit of ARAMs. And I played with a couple of the Ghillie Shark at Bingo Night people. And one of the games, there was a Blaze, I think it was. No, it was a Diablo. There was a Diablo who was like gapping himself screens away from the entire team and was yelling at me, who was a Lily, that I wasn't healing him. Literally like so far out of position. Dude, this Lily won't heal me. Well, I can't if you're not near me. And there's things called cooldowns, but what do I fucking know? Dude was raging. And at one point, they were like, Focus Morales, stop hitting minions. Like, it was literally like, run past all the minions, run past all the enemy heroes, into the Lieutenant Morales, in front of the fort front gate, and you wonder why I don't want to heal you, or I can't heal you. Bahamut, this clip is from Twitch. Give me a second. I'm watching out for a lobby. I need to run and grab a cup of tea, and then we'll take a look at that really quick. I really wanted a third cup of tea. Starting streams earlier in the day, I don't have a problem with it. I actually think this stream schedule is really good for all of you, and it's good for our EU viewers. It's good for the NA East Coast viewers. It's good for West Coast, of course. It's just I need more tea. Usually I have 2 cups of tea, and it's like 2 or so in the afternoon. It's like, all right, cool, we're done with tea. No, I need more. I need a little more caffeine. I'm not super dependent on it, but it's nice to have. There's an ugly side to competition. Oh, absolutely. I love people who AFK in AI games. 3 people left Butcher puts them on follow went to core. What's my favorite thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 joke. 10 out of 10 joke. All right, I need to go get a cup of tea, and then I'll be right back. Let me click on this link really quick and mute it and pause it, so I have no idea what it is. All right, I'm in a lobby. BRB super duper fast. Let's also get rid of some ads really quick while I step away. It should have been a sub message. I see you have a beard. You might have to F5 your stream. Caffeine, please. Hey, big scary duck. Welcome back. Go get a drink. A little bit later. I'll go get a beer a little bit later. Kier is eating. Okay, well, this works out. What is this? What is this? Hold on. What did Cav send? I'm assuming if Cav sent it, it's okay to talk about.
I guess one last point here is mobile and web. Like, mobile is, you know, as we all know, has a established mobile fee. And so we're modeling the same kind of idea that's off the top, and then we'll share the balance with the creator.
Turns out having monopoly power over an entire ecosystem means that you can extract fees out of everybody.
I guess one last point here is mobile and
web.
Like mobile.
Oh,
is,
Cav.
You know,
oh,
we all know.
Dude, they're just like Twitch, just greedy. Twitch is just so god dang greedy. Montana, thank you for the redemption. Extra fees out of everybody. Yay! More money for Twitch, less for the creator. Because God forbid I should make money off of the hard work I do. My tummy just growled. I might need to get some food later. I do have yogurt. It might be a day for yogurt. Anyways, welcome back into the EU in-houses. They actually said that on stream. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. Like, they're just... No food tonight, Baja. Bit fees. Oh, you're right. I guess I can't eat today because I gotta pay fees. No, I actually have yogurt in the fridge. I was gonna grab a yogurt maybe after this match. You know, after we do the EU in-houses, because usually they start to peter out like in an hour or so. Right before we get into Heroes Lounge casting, I'll probably eat a small snack on stream. But either way, welcome back into the EU in-houses for the Raven Court. If you want to know more about these in-houses, how they're happening, where they're formed, how they're played, !Raven in chat will get you all the information you want. Hashtag Twitch tags. Well, you know what I love as well? I love the fact that I get a sub. Twitch already takes 50%, and then I have to pay the U.S. government more money off of that 50%. If you did not know this is actually how it is to Twitch stream. So you give Twitch $5, Twitch gives me $2.50, the US government goes, money please, and then Twitch pays nothing. And they want to add more fees on top of it. Like, what am I gonna make? What, a sub is gonna be $1 for me? This is fucking ridiculous. I learned yesterday I should be paying my taxes quarterly. Donations over subs, F Twitch, yeah. But the thing with subs is there are values to it because sub count is something Twitch gives a shit about. And then if you have good sub count, obviously we can get more emotes for the channel. So like there is value in subs, but it's also bleh at the same time. So that's why move to YouTube, they pay more. This is the second time you've mentioned moving to YouTube. Why on earth would I leave my entire community that is established on Twitch to try something out on another platform that I don't know if whether or not it will be successful or not? That is such a gamble that is not worth its while. That is not worth its weight. Take your community to YouTube. You have to realize there are some people who will literally only watch things on certain platforms. For example, do you remember when the Heroes of the Dorm was on YouTube? Do you remember when they swapped Hearthstone to YouTube? You remember when they swapped Overwatch to YouTube? Remember how these things were not good migrations? How's Kick doing? Heard they might take over some YouTubers. I don't care about Kick, honestly. I don't care about Kick. I'll just... Do you not remember? Probably because it was that successful. Oh, was it? If you want to support my YouTube, go, exclamation YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I try and upload a video every single day. So, I mean, there's that. But YouTube profitability, YouTube algorithms, the way, YouTube is got its problems too. Don't worry. YouTube's got a lot of problems as well. Grass is always greener. As we get into Infernal Shrines where there is no grass, there's just hell and heaven as a Hogger Diablo Dahaka. I'm sorry, is the blue team going for a Ghillie Shark at Bingo Night draft? What are we doing over here? Need a healer, need some damage. It's gotta be a hyper carry something. Ariel Vala, maybe? No. Stukov and Vala, okay. I was like, we need some sort of sustained damage with potential burst. Greymane's an option, but no one's really prioritized Greymane in these games, so I mean, we're gonna Vala was the right sort of assumption there. It does still work with the composition, just Vala's been the priority. Oof! Oof! That is a really difficult control composition to step into. That's a very difficult control composition to step into. By the way, player is critical. I'm looking at Discord right now. I can see the players in the lobbies. All right, let's jump into some comms. Or not jump into some comms, sorry. Let's jump into the game, and let's start a prediction here. Which team wins Infernal Shrines? Infernal Shrines. All right, go ahead and get your gables in. You know the dealio, chat. Here we go.
Hey, listen.
You subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you very much. Get Baha to 1K YouTube subs. That's a, yeah. That's. I don't even have monetization on YouTube and stuff like this. Anyways, what we do have is a fantastic fun 10 heroes in front of our face. And we've got Wit playing Diablo, Claude on the Vala, Hyreth bouncing around on Hogger, Stark playing Dahaka, I think that is, and Captain Rex on Stukov. To the right side of our map, our red team. The gamble is still open if you've got a belief in this red team. Maybe they can take a map here. Cure playing Blaze, Critical or Player on that Sergeant Hammer. Banana bouncing around on Brightwing. Gafflo holding people back on my Evan. Last but not least, Ucky, the little boy, tossing people around with Garrosh. Oh, this is artistically, Gato, this is one of my top 3 maps. I would say there's a nice, I would say it's 50-50 between, mostly 50-50 between this and Towers of Doom. Thematically, this map is beautiful. The artwork for it's amazing. By the way, if you did not know, this is your little secret of the map. This is your Easter egg. Left click this a bunch of times. It does not change side of the map, so if you're on the blue side, it's still going to be right here. I can't click on it because I'm an observer, but in bottom lane, the little boy does fall. Banana not able to save Garrosh, and a staggering blow does push Brightwing away. She taps the well, and Umbral Bind broken by that Hog Wild. But Towers of Doom's got some really cool lore around it. Also, on Battlefield of Eternity, it's a 2-lane map. In the top lane, somewhere around here, in Battlefield of Eternity, I know we're on Inferno, but in the top lane, somewhere around that fort is where the same Treasure Goblin sword is. So there's Treasure Goblin swords on both of the Diablo maps, which are kind of nice. What sword do? You'll have to, well, you don't play that often, but sword basically drops down, you left click the sword and it says your inventory's full. It does the whole inventory full thing from Diablo. I was gonna say, ooh, you can find out in your game, but I know you don't play as much. Captain Rex trying to not get the Umbral Bind triggered and won't be pulled back in. Uki a little bit low, but Garrosh is fine being a little low on HP because of his trait with the physical and spell armor, or armor as we just say. Yeah, there's Easter eggs on just about every map that you can interact with. Well, actually, not every map. Towers of Doom doesn't have one you can interact with, but there is one that's shown when you die. The Spirit Healer does appear in the bottom right of that map when you do fall. Braxis has got, like, arcade stuff. You can see the Zerg waves building up. Dragonshire actually doesn't have an activatable. Dragonshire's just got kings and queens around the map. I don't think there's any sort of secret lore on that one. No, there's some cool stuff on in this game. I'm really hoping that we get that with Stormgate as well. Little Easter eggs on the map. Maybe they correlate to the campaign. Or maybe it's even just like StarCraft 2 where you just have those little areas of... little neutral areas that you don't build, they're just floating around the map. I don't know. Exciting stuff. Super pumped about it. I seriously can't wait for Stormgate. I really, really hope that... really hope that it's something that, one, our community likes, and two, something we can really make a lot of content around. I know Crush and I have already talked about making content together since there's the high probability of, like, 3v3s being a standard mode. Jet Propulsion from Blaze gets a stun onto a few. Player setting up with that Sergeant Hammer. Gonna start barraging or rocketing in. Oh, didn't go for the self-cleanse at level 4. Regenerative Biosteel, the best upgrade in StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Everyone knows that you have to take that. Cure very low. Is the weighted pustule enough? It is. Stukov actually still had an auto attack there as well. He does have the range, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Oh, Crush and I doing casting for Stormgate would be awesome. I literally talked to Trick about doing Stormgate stuff together at the Nations Cup LAN. I had mentioned that I was doing StarCraft once a week. I was mentioning some Zerg stuff. And he goes, oh, are you into RTS? I was like, yeah, like, I love them. And he goes, well, I will need partners for future Stormgate stuff. And I was like, dude, I'm in. I actually talked to Trixler about doing Resident Evil 5 together, because he was saying that he needs to find someone for Resident Evil 5, because we were talking about horror games randomly. And I was like, I love Resident Evil 5. I will play that game with you if you need a partner. So, I may be doing that with him. 5 is a good game. It's got its moments, but 5 is a good game. Punisher in bottom lane, favoring our blue squad, will be able to take down the fort front gate and get nearly 50% of said fort. Little fire stomp out from Diablo did go soul to flame, but he's full on souls, so he's not going to be picking up any extra. Still get some extra healing and good values from that. Looking at some of the other talents, pinned down from Maiev. Sergeant Hammer does have the hover siege now, but as I mentioned, no self-cleanse at level 4. With the regenerative biosteel chosen instead. Man, oh man, it's just kill after kill. Our blue team is cleaning up the fights. Cure might go down here as well. Is it just the day of the red team being cursed? I know the red team has one victory on the board, but man, every single game, it's like the blue squad just popping off. I want to see Resident Evil 5 remake so I can crisp punch boulders in 4K. I always say like Resident Evil 5 is good where it is. It's just that the PC port is dog shit. That's the truth. And I say dog shit, and I have a reason. In the final battle against Wesker, if Sheva does her part faster than Chris does his part, you soft lock the game, and Wesker never takes damage and dies. You get to the final part where you're fighting Wesker, but literally Day and I, when we were doing it, we fought Wesker. We both ran out of all of our ammo. We were knifing him. It was 45 minutes, and we were like, something's wrong. We looked it up, and in the PC port, if Sheva does her part too fast and gets to Wesker without Chris doing a certain thing, it soft locks the game. That is one of the issues. So, like, graphically, the game looks and plays fine. Well, it looks fine, doesn't play super well, but yeah, I would really like a better PC port. At first, I was like, we don't need a remake of 5. We don't need that. No, I'm on boat with it, honestly. I'm on board with it. I'd love to see a remake of 5. PC port was patched. So that issue was last October or so when Day and I did it. I don't think that issue's been patched out. I think that issue still persists. Day had a point where her game was just crashing at a load screen. So we had to, off stream, she like beat out an area and then we loaded into a different checkpoint and then it worked perfectly fine. But just weird little issues like that on the PC port. And there's other things too, like I remember when I first played it, there was an issue with like a jet ski scene, and we kept soft locking during a jet ski scene or something, or it was like a water falling scene or something like that. I remember it was ages ago. It got patched this year. Oh, maybe they fixed it. I doubt, but maybe they fixed it. Either way, I'm still down for a Resident Evil 5 remake or remaster, excuse me. Anyway, sorry, we're off topic. My apologies. Let's get into our next objective phase. And with 13 talent tier here, this should be a prioritized fight or a stronger fight for our blue squad. Critical trying to poke with that hammer. Hover Siege still available. We saw the BFG earlier. There's a toss on Diablo Polymorph as well. Diablo Wit trying to back away. Has the healing reduction on top of everything with the body check from Garrosh. The bunker down from Blaze. And that is a dead Diablo. Hogger gets a bad bounce. He tries to maybe say, maybe I'll end up in a good spot. Double kill to the team without 13 talent tier. Kind of surprising right there. Beautifully played by our red squad as they're looking to grab this Mortar Punisher for top lane. Oh, that's weird, Cav. That's super weird. Yeah, there's just a lot of little issues with it that were annoying to deal with. Banana does start pushing up the wave in top. We have Hammer finishing out the objective phase. Diablo is going to be on an island all by himself. Souls were expended to buy back in. Got to be careful here. Don't want to put Diablo in a full death timer. He's trying to pick up a few souls from the minions and the Fire Stomps. Phase shift from Brightwing to join in as Sergeant Hammer will push up the top with that Mortar Punisher. A toss, a Warlord's Challenge, and a dead Dahaka in the mid lane. Beautifully done by our red squad, as this Mortar Punisher confirms the top lane fort. Seems like the rotation will be into mid to start getting split soak or split pressure. Blaze grabs soak in bottom lane. This is very well done. Very well done by our red squad. Widowmine's in the bush just above to make sure that if there's a flank from anyone, like a Vala, it will be scouted out. But Claude is going to rotate in a safe spot. He's not looking to pressure in a weird angle. But the Hover Siege is directly on or straight in. Hogger worked on top lane. The Keep Front Gate will finish out the last bit of damage onto the Immortal or the Punisher. Containment disc onto Dahaka. Ucky will go down. There was an isolation on a Banana, so no healing available. I do believe the phase shift was off cooldown at the rate that they were going. Yes, indeed, phase shift not available since there was that isolation. Good double kill for our blue squad. They've got a wave in mid. How do they want to play things? Dahaka goes to top to get more experience, and this wave is here. A little bit of a slow from the Stukov. A Vault of the Wardens gets Maev out. Spirit of Vengeance as well. Wit tanking too many tower shots. Gets a little bit of healing from his Fire Stomps, but is not able to live as Cure as the hotter of the two enemies. Oh, that's a weird sentence. Sorry about that, chat. Because he flames and Diablo's hell. 69 souls on Diablo currently. Dahaka has joined in, gets a point blank drag onto Blaze. He will fall. Sergeant Hammer rockets in a BFG, but that does not dissuade our blue squad from finding more kills. Another drag. That's cleansed away by the Soothing Mist. Garrosh hitting some groundbreakers here and there. As I mentioned before, body check at level 1 for slow by 35%, healing reduction by 30. Dahaka steps out of the bush, has the enhanced agility from his level 1. He's moving a bit faster than mount speed. 134% currently when he taps the bush for 5 seconds. And this mid lane ARAM has continued. Shockwave from Hogger, maybe creating a window. He bounces off the trash, and he does not go down, but Diablo, he's so split from his allies. Maybe he can get a big Fire Stomp. Soul to flame value. Couple souls, actually, from that one. Not a whole lot. Frozen Punisher should be announced soon as well. We've been A-ramming for a solid 2 minutes, and when the Punisher falls, it's about a 2-minute 30 2-minute 30 cooldown to the announcement. So we're waiting for that Punisher to pop up soon, if I'm not mistaken, while camps to be grabbed across the map. Whew. Maybe I can sip my tea at this time. Whew. Delicious. Okay. 149 stacks for Vala. She's died once. She's got 20% on the mortgage. I'm sorry, I'm just still reeling from the person that told me to build Blaze tank. And so far, the only thing I took different than some of these other players was the level 7. I forget what I took at level 7, but I didn't take nano machine coding. But everything else I took like A-Rams. Nice Rain of Vengeance to follow up the initial Shadow Charge from Diablo, who comes in with an overpower as well. Vala will get another stack on her Creed of the Hunter. I believe she's at 3% now. Yeah, 3%. 1% per 50. And you start at 0 until you're at 50. You didn't take nano coding? What did I take? I forget. Hold on. Where's Cure? There you are. I was right in front of me. Hello? Can I see Cure's thingy? Oh, wait. Phrasing. Level 4, I took, I took Suppressive Fire because the enemy team had double mage. I took the spell power reduction. I thought maybe, I don't know, spell power reduction might be strong. Blaze gonna sacrifice himself for top lane keep? Maybe? Cure, where are you going, bud? I know there's a fight over on the right side of the map. Stukov does go down, but Cure falls, taking down a keep in top lane. That's consistent catapult pressure with no periodic to match, since the fort in top is still up on the opposing side. We'll see how much value this can be gained for our red team, but they do lose their Blaze. Stukov was traded, and the Punisher going over to the side of our blue squad. You did nothing wrong. Oh, I know. I was fairly. I thought my logic was fairly clear, but still. It's the good old MOBA mentality. If you fail, it's obviously not your fault. Blame someone on your team. Find a stat that you don't like, blame them. That's the MOBA mentality. That's why I keep saying this. That's why I really do like the StarCraft 2 days. My failures are my own. Like, I can get cheesed, but then I just learn, okay, I got cheesed because I didn't send overlords to go check my proxy areas. Now whenever I build early game overlords, I send them to those proxy areas. Literally yesterday, we did that. We found a proxy 2 racks, and we dealt with it. And we won that game too. That's actually not the first time we've caught the proxy 2 racks and won the game. We lost the one because the talent wasn't picked. It definitely was not the Vala inted. No. It's not the Felon Fusion Kael'thas at all. Who was literally typing a book to chat, or to the team the entire game. And Ariel kept hatting him as well. At one point, I was trying to be nice. I was like, Ariel, please hat someone that isn't typing. And she did. She actually swapped off, but it was way too late in the game. Uh-oh, Wit might be out of position because of Ucky here. Nice flank potential. Indomitable will be popped. Wit is still the target. But no, Blaze on the bottom of our screen does go down. Cure caught out. No bunker summoned by him. Dahaka didn't get an isolation out. It's still off cooldown, so I'm assuming it must have been a drag into a Rain of Vengeance sort of dealio. Well, actually, Rain of Vengeance, it's a short cooldown. Oh, no, it was probably drag into Shockwave. That's probably what it was, now that I see the Shockwave cooldown. Keep telling myself they're 10-year-olds. Oh, I just say they have small peepees. That's what I say. That's what I like to say. Oh, Cav, if that gets buried, resend it after this game. I'm curious. Nah, Or the best thing, if you ever get in an argument with someone on the internet, the best thing you can say is, I bet you're fun at parties. Because if you think about it, that is such a hard dig. Because one, they don't get invited to parties, and two, they don't have friends. It's my favorite dig. It's my favorite dig to assholes on the internet. Oh, I bet you're a blast at parties. And the ones that are like, yeah, I'm a good time, they don't get it. I'm sorry, am I dropping? Oh, my ping is 460 right now. That's why. Okay. I was like, why is the game stuttering? My ping is very high on the EU server. Sorry about the frames, everyone. This is nothing I can do about it this time. I guess I'm gonna try and restart Heroes after this game. Maybe that'll help, but Blizzard server's doing Blizzard server things. Sergeant Hammer's gonna poke in. Oh, High Earth does not get the infinite bounce they're looking for. Lurking Arm from Stukov is pretty good. Does zone back the enemies for but a moment. 20 of the 40 skeletal defenders leaning, or is going to be favorably to our blue side. No camp pressures. We do have Dahaka jumping into mid lane. I think he was just grabbing some of the experience. Maybe a regeneration globe pop his essence. Big bounce in from the Hogger. Hammer goes down. Lightning breath from Dahaka. Cooks up a Warlord. Blaze goes down. He can't handle the heat. Hogger with some trash. He tries to find a bounce. Spirit of Vengeance. The shockwave doesn't get the angle. Spray. Back away. Lurking Arm, Lurking Arm, Lurking Arm. No. Beautifully done from the side of our blue squad as they achieve and move in for what could be the final push of the map. It was almost like it was a singular strike that turned the moment here on that objective phase. We've got Maev trying to make the big YouTube plays. Big Spirit Avenger, oh.
Team kill!
All right, we get the pentakill for the side of our blue squad. They take another map in our EU in-houses. GG, well played. Gotta say, I thought that hammer composition was terrifying, but the hypercarry Vala was on point. All right, let's see. Twitch is drunk. What is this? I switched games. Oh, I've seen this as well. Yeah, I saw this morning, and I was like, oh, wonderful. I did see that earlier today. Like, right before I went live, I saw that. Is the red team cursed? Probably. Blue team takes another map. Alright, we'll get rid of some ads again. Looks like we still have enough players, so we'll keep doing EU in-houses till we don't have enough players. This is what we're talking about right now. Switched games, and this immediately popped up. Chopped my viewership by 1/3. Imagine. That's... I don't care if you have 600 viewers, if you have 1,000 viewers, losing a third of your viewership by switching games shouldn't happen. I mean, I understand if you're swapping from, let's say you're a big hot streamer and then you swap to Resident Evil. Sure, I understand the drop in viewership, but it should not happen because of this. This should not happen. That is dumb. That should not be happening. I asked Grubby if he was swapping to YouTube streaming like half a month ago, and he did not respond. He doesn't love me anymore. First comment. Hi, this is working as intended, and this will only impact during the initial release, where very few people have to accept the disclosure. Acceptance is one time per label type, and this won't occur during every category change. Oh man, here we go.
You fucking missed everything, bro.
There we go. Little bams for you. Little bams for you. Lobby. Okay, I see players in Twitch and channels, but I don't see a lobby yet. Hopefully I didn't miss it. No, we're good. Oh, wait, there it is. Wait. Yep, there it is. Man, Twitch is just disappointing. Just disappointing lately. That's another win for the blue team. What is this? This is a best of 11? Best of 11, right? You just gotta win by 6. Oh boy. I just... What are they even doing? What are they even doing? Okay, sorry, I was just I'm looking at Discord stuff while we're chilling here. Ads are done. I go into Day's Discord server and I just see some very interesting birthday gifts. Just gonna leave that general. It's working as intended. We intend to cut our viewership by a third. No. They intend to cut your viewership by a third. The partners that make them money, that's where the third of your viewership goes. I have a conspiracy theory. I know. There's no proof to the pudding, but I have a conspiracy theory that, and it's a fun one at least. Conspiracy theory that Amazon Fire Sticks, if you have Twitch installed on an Amazon Fire Stick, when you're not actively using it, it will auto watch another streamer. So front page streamers are botted from those. And there's a lot of people who are like, front page isn't botted. There's a lot of people who log into Twitch and watch the front page. I doubt that. So that's my conspiracy theory, is that Twitch, since they have Fire Sticks, if you have Twitch installed on your Amazon Fire Stick, they bot views from that. It's my conspiracy theory for front page. I've seen people who are on front page, and it's 500 viewers. And then the moment their front page campaign ends, they go back to 50 viewers. What? It's just, Some don't add up there. Didn't they have that wiki page that did that? What? I don't know about that one. That's my Bahamut conspiracy theory, because I really it's a harmless conspiracy theory. Realistically, it hurts no one. Because, anyways, good times at Twitch. Also, Bandit's made a mess of everything. Readies are being requested, and we're gonna get going into Battlefield of Eternity, our next map. Hope you're all enjoying the games. Since we're done with ads, before we get into the next game, while we're waiting for the lobby to get going here, really quickly, is this dying? I thought this thing had 80 hours of battery life. While we're waiting, did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming? And if you've got Prime Gaming, you can use your favorite Prime at your favorite streamer, that being Bahamut Gaming. And you can support the channel with your Prime for free. Yes, for free. I mean, you pay for Prime every year. Why not use the benefits by getting ad-free viewing? You get yourself some amazing emotes. You support Bandit. You push our sub goals further. And I have a deal with Jeff Bezos. Nope, I have a deal with John Cena that if you use your Prime Gaming, he will deliver a closed-handed slap to the penis of Jeff Bezos. Would you like to harass a billionaire today? Subscribe now. There's my Twitch spiel for all of you. Isn't what Extra Life is doing basically view botting? Their stream is embedded on Wikipedia page. Autoplay, and it pushes the viewer count higher, leading to be the top stream in pretty much any game to be. How is this different from view botting? Twitch dev ambassador developer extensions nerd. Their stream is embedded in the Wikipedia page. That's the size of a postmark. Is it with the requirements? Remember a few years ago when Twitch sent out their yearly mailing telling you watch the most? I was surprised to see that Fextra Life was in #1 insane amount of hours I watched by me. And that year I got into Dark Souls Wikipedia quite a bit, having random tabs open. Interesting. Very interesting. I never knew about this. Let's get into a draft. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the EU in-houses. We are getting into our 7th map of the day in Battlefield of Eternity. Oh, okay. Apparently my mouse is low on battery. That's surprising. I thought this mouse had, like, insane battery life. Maybe, well, there is also some new firmware for it, so maybe that's something that's addressed. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Sorry, I had to plug in my mouse really quick, make sure that it doesn't die on us here as we're getting into Battlefield. For our 7th map, we'll see what the draft is going to look like between our two teams. I have a deal with Jeff Bezos to deal cold-fisted slap to his own. Ah! There's so many like cartoons and shows where someone's body gets possessed and they're punching themselves in the crotch, and that's exactly what comes to mind. But anyways, yeah, there you go. That was my conspiracy theory of the day for you. There's my Twitch conspiracy theory, is that front page is just view-botted through Amazon Fire Sticks. Yeah, exactly, Tessa. Oh, Battlefield of Eternity, we got a Lucio, we got a Diablo ban. Wondering if we see any priority into Genji bans, or if our blue squad are looking for a first pick priority into him. We're punching ourselves in the crotch just for Jeff Bezos. We're punching ourselves in the crotch for primes. How you doing today, Mr. M-Stuck? Hogger banned away, fantastic for a map like this. Bounce between the objective phase and the trash is a good way to burn it down. Hanzo ban, potentially. Genji ban is not bad. Blaze, okay. No Blaze available for map number 7 today. Is it the early Genji pick? For Optimus Primes. Did that new Transformers movie come out yet? It was like Transformers, like Gorilla, no, Transformer Animals or something. Animorphs. Is it good? Kind of want to rewatch the Transformer movies as well. A Beast, yeah, it's like Transformers Beast, Rise of Beast or something, yeah. I've been rewatching all the Mission Impossible movies for I don't know what reason. God, Tom Cruise is such a mediocre actor, oh my god. He's a great stunt actor, don't get me wrong. His stunts are great, the action scenes are cool, but god, he's such a mediocre actor. Like Stallone, obviously you don't watch Stallone because he's not going to provide the best dialogue, but at least like, I don't know, he was still a very good actor. Schwarzenegger is probably 10 out of 10 for me. I absolutely adore Schwarzenegger. Apparently, the last Hero that he was in, it was like right after Terminator, was a huge flop, and apparently he was like super depressed by it. I've seen The Last Action Hero. I love it. Last Action Hero is great. Li Ming, Malfurion, and Uberak for the side of our blue team. We get a Brightwing Hanzo to kick things off on the red side. Gonna need a main tank, gonna need a solo laner, gonna need some extra damage. Fubar is good. Is it? I haven't checked it out yet, honestly. I saw the trailer and it didn't seem that appealing to me. What is it, like, if I'm an actor, like, I forget the setup for it, but it's the rubber baby buggy bumpers. That line is so stupidly good in that movie. There's a good documentary. Yeah, exactly. There's a documentary on Netflix, I think it is, and that's actually where he talks about his depression during the last, when The Last Action Hero, because I read the article about it. I didn't know he had a documentary, and then eventually I did see it on Netflix, or I saw the thumbnail for it. But I guess in that documentary he talks about like how he was like super depressed when The Last Action Hero flopped pretty hard after he had such big success with Terminator. Friend from college got hypnotized in an event, saw me, and got all flustered because they thought I was Tom Cruise. That's interesting, Gato. That's very interesting. What's up, Bimpy? Good to see you, bud. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Thanks for swinging through the stream. Yeah, it's just Schwarzenegger's a great actor. Love him in pretty much any movie he's in. Tracer, Muradin, Hanzo, Brightwing. Still need a solo lane on the right-hand side. We will be getting that. Oh, Li Ming, Greymane. I love them for Battlefield of Eternity. Dahaka in the solo lane. Brushstock flank potential is huge. CC amplification is great as well. Drag into root or root into drag or blah, 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 blah. So very good composition from our blue squad. They check the boxes of burst, dive, damage, CC, and also they've got great heals from Malfurion. Now, what are we going to round out our solo lane with? It will be the Sonya into Dahaka. Okay, I was wondering if maybe we see like a Thrall. He does pop up on this map from time to time. His poke is good, his wave clear is fine. Sundering or even Earthquake is great for Hanzo Tracer to be able to sustain their chase. Imperius is just a great pickup as well. I feel like this is a wonderful map for him. But this is going to be our Battlefield draft. Let's go ahead and jump into the cast. I will get us a prediction going here. Which team will win Battlefield of Eternity? Which team will win Battlefield of Eternity? You know the dealio, chat.
Hey,
The
listen.
gamble has begun. Get 'em on in. That's not our Stark? No, it's not our Stark. This is EU Stark. Our Stark is UK Stark. Brexit Stark. Kindergarten Cop is one of your favorite movies? Oh, Kindergarten Cop is so good. The woman who is his, what's it called? His partner in the movie? I have absolutely just, my heart, I swoon. The way she's just like, oh, I could have been sick from this or this or this. Like, oh man, that whole bit is so good. On the left-hand side, we got player on the Li Ming, that's critical. We've got a Cure, Dahaka, Hirith on Greymane, Wit playing Anubarak, and Malfurion to be played by Banana. To the right side of our map, we're looking at Stark on this Sonya, Tracer to be played by Claude, Uki on the Muradin, Brightwing to be played by Captain Rex, and Gafflo on the Hanzo. Your level 1s are up and available. The prediction still has another 60 seconds or so to go if you want to gamble and get some predictions as to who wins this 7th map of Battlefield of Eternity. Don't know how many maps we're going to have. Usually these players play until there's not 10 people, so we'll keep casting until there's not 10 people. Also, these VODs, I just put the chunk of it on YouTube, so we have Heroes Lounge going up on YouTube. We have a game from yesterday's StarCraft 2 Zerg practice going up on YouTube. And we've also got these weekly EU in-houses. I just put up the chunk of the VOD from just this section. I don't think Tracer gets a kill into Dahaka. A great drag from Cure. Tower shots will be mitigated by a rewind. Meanwhile, Critical is still poking at the fort front gate. Claude with the sidestep from the magic missiles. Uki in bottom lane will be trying to throw out a stunning Stormbolt. Sorry, I didn't see the Kappa at first, and I was like, Tessa, come on.
Red team draws first blood.
It's both a great comic and a feel-good movie, too, with moments of, yeah, I like that. Wait, Kindergarten Cop's a comic? We were talking about, I saw it on Reddit. We were talking about it last week on Friday about movies that are books, but the movie's better than the book. And the one that blew me away is Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a book. I didn't know that. And apparently in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the book, like the detective is just this drunk asshole. Where in the movie he's such a more well-developed character. And I guess also the book, like the villain intentions are very kind of ambiguous and not good. Oh, comedy. Okay, sorry. I was like, wait a minute. Kindergarten Cop's a comic? I'm interested. Anubarak will fall first. Well, actually, will fall second. My apologies. There was an earlier kill that I missed because I was talking about Transformers or something. Kieran top lane a little bit low. Sonya slamming and pressuring onto Dahaka. Just checking really quickly how much essence he got. Oh, he actually just consumed any, if all, essence he had.
I will reach your position shortly.
Wait, there's a Kindergarten Cop too? I did not know that. Shrek is apparently a book. That one still boggles the mind. Camps to be traded. Objective phase. North-south positioning. Spawning here. Captain Rex looking for the Brightwing. Pixie Dust. Dahaka brush tucks in. Oh, good night, Brightwing.
First strike.
Oh, hello. Where's my cursor? Did you know Dune is a book? No way! Dune is a book? That was a clean brush stroke. That timing was impeccable. That timing... That was so well done from Cure. Wait, hold on. Gaffalo gets a storm bow to the butt of Malfurion. He does go down. A kill for the red squad. Meanwhile, Sonya is trying to slam and delay things out a little bit around the objective phase, but we'll get into race position from both sides. Is it going to be straight into race, or will a team look for defensive posturing? Dahaka on the left-hand side over here trying to get some burn on the Immortal, but we have Stark and Ucky doing a great job of delaying, though I do believe this Sonya shall fall. Fascia from Brightwing Soothing Mist as well, and Sonya does go down. The objective phase achieved to our red squad. Losing their Sonya, not the worst thing in the world. Pulse Bomb onto Li Ming. Is there a blink forward? Yes, it's a traded kill. Losing Li Ming here is a nice, getting a kill into Li Ming here is really nice for our red squad, as she's got beautiful poke into the objective phase defense. Greymane's got his Inner Beast active. You can see that glow on his weapon. Trying to keep that up, poking at the Immortal. Wants to make sure that it doesn't get stunned out as well from the Immortal, as it's going to lose its shielding. Alarian Belith in the bottom lane, taking down the fort front gate. Maybe a couple autos onto the fort here, but a scatter from Hanzo finishes out his level 1. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them back off soon. Sidewall's taken down as well. The Walking Dead is an American comic. I read The Walking Dead back in high school, so back in 2007 I was reading it because I'm so freaking cool. No, the comic was so good, and when I heard that they were making the show, I remember watching the first episode and just being like, I don't like this. I got halfway through the farm season. No, I finished the farm, and then I was angry with how the farm ended. So I stopped watching the show because I was like, I don't like this. Like, I don't need it to be a one-for-one for the comic, but there was just too many changes, too many personality things. The show was so much more of a drama than anything else, and I was just tired of it. Like, I wanted to see zombie survival stuff. I don't want to see the 6 episodes of the love triangle. Also, at the farm, what's-his-face is supposed to die, and he doesn't, and that's just annoying. Glenn is his name. Glenn's supposed to die in the farm. The whole farm is supposed to burn down. That's like the whole thing of it. Whatever. Apparently, the mature accept button is a legal compliance thing, which I understand, but there's got to be a better way to implement it. Yeah, Twitch doing a good job of implementing things on their platform. I love the season when Rick comes to a place and then wrecks the whole place. Oh, are you confusing The Walking Dead with Wreck-It Ralph? Quid? You might be thinking of Wreck-It Ralph. No way Cure gets out of this alive. I'm sorry, what? Okay. I was about to say, if Cure wiggles his way out of this one, that's just gonna put it up on YouTube.
I seek better ground.
Sorry, I'm just skimming Twitch chat. All right, camping top lane, halfway through the second Immortal phase. Maybe we jump to some comms for the winning team of this Immortal phase while we hear what their push is like. Oh, defensive posturing. 10 Talenteers are here. Go for the throw. Leap, we already saw. Murden's holding his level 10. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through the other numbers as well. I want to see what the damage, healing, and experience does look like. I don't think we have checked that here on Battlefield of Eternity. Claude takes a bit of damage. That's a nice burrow in from Anubrak, and Greymane dives in as well. Go for the throat. Has solidified a kill. A reset for Li Ming. Camp will be grabbed by Sonya on the right-hand side, and we may just be jumping into those blue comms. Okay, let's actually do that exactly right here, right now.
The light of the crystal arch.
It would be nice to look for a pre-pick here as well.
We need to clear. We have to clear first.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, our immortal does nothing.
I found Muradin, but I'm backing up.
You guys can maybe look now.
I have my Q in 4 seconds. Muradin's kind of cheeky here.
Carry the leap.
Oh man.
Got C out.
Nexus
Thanks,
cleanse.
Plans. Arrow. I can go in 4 seconds.
Tongue Brightwing, Tongue Brightwing.
Yeah. On it.
Nice, we can look for more. I have Hanzo stun here.
Yeah. Big.
A Cocoon Tracer.
Nice. I can root, but
I have no follow-up.
actually she's gonna recall on it. Oh no.
I have stuns in 3.
Nice.
We can look for more. I have 1 more stun. I'm going Emerald. Oh, I cancel it. Turret.
Nice try. All good. All good. They are spawning soon. Careful.
Yeah. Maybe we just open the gate and...
Yeah, he says leap.
I fold.
We are 13. They have more ults than us, though.
Maybe we can catch Muradin here. Yeah, he's coming. I Q it out of the bush.
Careful for leap. Let's just walk bot together.
Yeah.
Alrighty, little comms from the players right there. Sorry, I had to manage Kier's mic really quickly. I was like, ooh, this is loud. Hopefully the audio is a little balanced for you at home. And we do have a little insight into what they were talking about right there, trying to push things up. You had Wit calling out when their cooldowns are available, trying to look for some sort of setup for his allies, Li Ming, to play off of those combos. Critical listening in, waiting for those angles, waiting for the arcane orbs, waiting for the resets, and that will be one for Critical here, blinking in, chasing down Gaflo. Greymane's got that inner beast. He wants to take down the Hanzo. Brightwing falls in the top lane to a drag from Dahaka as we get a haymaker right next to Claude. Wit says, I can't sustain it. I can't stay here. Man, Muradin, haymaker, almost. That might have been the second haymaker. That almost was the second haymaker. Well, I mean, the first haymaker saved a Genji earlier, but that could have been a second bad haymaker. If the pentakill came from the haymaker setup onto Wit, that would have been, oh god, a 10 out of 10 moment right there for us. I'm sure the players wouldn't have been very happy about that, but still. Blue butt sounds like what happens when you get constipated. Why do I read these things? Why do I read these things out loud? 16 talent tier advantage will be soon to our blue squad, and they want to back away. Leaping from Sonya, cleansed away by Malfurion. Greymane's able to back off, and it's a kill into Sonya. Cocoon onto Hanzo. Okay, I was wondering if the Immortal Stun was going to time out with his Cocoon as well. Cure, I think, might have been scouted in the bush. Looks for a drag. Doesn't land it. Isolation misses as well. Burrow Charge from Anubarak lands too. That's a reset for Li Ming, who's looking to pop off. The Malfurion root does not connect. Muradin rushing towards the top left of our screen, and I do think the chase is down onto him. Speaking of things down, we have Anubarak in bottom lane. Going to start spawning some beetles. He went Burrow Charge build, but he does have the Legion of Beetles at level 1. A little spell armor onto them, but still not going to tank extra damage onto the keep from that one. Belith shall be burned down, and Alarian will go into top lane. We know this because it's the more well-defended lane, since the keep in bottom's already taking damage, and the keep front gate still has a tower and full HP. Check the stats of the Immortal right now, dealing nearly 1,500 damage. Going to be just shy of that at 1,492 damage into structures. Camp was scouted out, but they're not going to invade, even with the 16 talent here on our blue squad. Red might be cursed today. Red side might be cursed today. We've had 5 out of the 7 games thus far, 6 games thus far, be won by them, and this might be the beginning of the end for this map right here. We're about 13 minutes in. The Immortal scaled up decently, but it's that shielding that makes me worried. Claude on the left-hand side. Oh, Muradin tries to dwarf toss away, leaping from Sonya. That's cleansed immediately by the Malfurion with a Dragon's Arrow. Pulse Bomb, Sticky Bomb does not get a kill into player, getting the reset off of that kill into Tracer. Critical has to back away, but they're fine. Greymane chasing down Gaff on the right side of our screen. There's a Cocoon onto Muradin, who's broken out by Sonya. A drag from Dahaka immediately. Ucky Will Dwarf toss away, and they want to chase him down for the Quadra kill. Sonya has hearthed out. It's going to be the Quadra for our blue side. Maybe they can make it a Penta if they take down Sonya.
Team kill!
And that'll be map number 6-7 over to the side of the blue team. GG, well played. I mean, it's got to be stream friendly, Mr. I'm Stuck, and you'll have to DM it to me. But yeah, if you think you're gonna be cheeky by adding pineapple onto the pizza, you're not the first one, I do believe. Nor do I care, in the sense of the whole pineapple on pizza argument is just dumb. I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna say it now. You want to put pineapple on your pizza? Do it. Enjoy your pizza. You and I are sharing a pizza? Then we'll have words. If you want to put jalapenos on your pizza, by all means. I don't want them. I want them on the side because cooked jalapenos release oils that make my stomach hurt. I'll eat raw jalapeno all day. I love that. I ate it during the cooking stream this past Sunday. It's just things my body can't digest. That's if you want to eat pate, go for it. You want to eat goose liver, go for it. If you want to eat, what's it called? What's the raw beef thing? Beef tartare? Steak tartare? However you want to call it. Same. If you want to eat raw beef, go for it. I ain't gonna judge you for it. Granted, if we were dating and then you tried to kiss me, I'd be like, ooh, go brush your teeth. But, I mean, that's as far, it's whatever. Baha doesn't want to get jalapeno business when it comes to pizza. No, I don't. You are checking for allergens. Honest to God, I'm a simple man. I'm a very simple man. I like a cheese and pepperoni pizza. You know what I actually really like? I like a cheese and half pepperoni pizza. Because it's nice, you eat a pepperoni slice, you get that little bit of spice, and then you have just a plain cheese slice after that. Like a good slice of cheese pizza. If a good slice of cheese pizza is not good from a place, then the other pizzas aren't good either. That's my logic. That's my logic. All right, we've paid out the people. Let's go ahead and do what we always do. Let's get rid of some ads while we're chilling here. Alrighty. Man, we've had some great gambles. I got a half cheese pepperoni a while back and thought of you. It's nice. I don't like to choose between things if I don't have to. I think a nice cheese pepperoni pizza, that's always good. Also, I used to go, I would get that and go hang out at a bar. And just I'd hang out with people that I knew. And if there was, a new friend that was there and was hanging out with us, I'd be like, would you like some pizza? You know what the best way to make friends is? Take a pizza to a bar. You'll make all the friends. You'll make all the friends. We got another map on the way. Alrighty. We have another map on the way. Map number 8 is going to be what? What if it's cyanide pizza? No thank you. Enjoy your cyanide pizza. I'm good. I do enjoy hearing stories about people around town that you know or are friends with. There's some characters in Tahoe. There's some characters in Tahoe for sure. Sorry, I'm just waiting for a lobby really quickly, trying to make sure I don't miss it. Hey, we're going to Curse Hollow. We have not had a Curse Hollow game yet today. Right? Have we had a Curse Hollow game? No, we haven't gone to Curse Hollow yet. Oh, there's definitely some characters up here for sure. Definitely some characters. There's this one guy who bikes by all the time, and I don't know what he does. He was like, yeah, I went and bought people some groceries, and I got some wine, and it's like, what is going? I don't know what he does. It's so confusing to me. I think he does this grifting thing. I really do. I feel like he's a grifter. There was one time when he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go drink some wine and have a nice relaxing afternoon, if you know what I mean. And I was just like, no, I don't. What are you gonna do? Just went to an appointment chat with a doctor, and the desk staff brought a former coworker. Oh, you felt like the mayor. I see. Yeah. There was a guy that his name's Charlie. He's such a fucking character. He's that guy that, like, if you see him at the bar, he'll be your best friend. Like, he'll find whatever he'll find a common ground to shoot the shit with you on. We were at the bar one night. We were actually bar hopping, and one of our friends was dating Charlie. This is back in D&D times, and so, like, we were all like, instead of doing D&D tonight, like, let's go out drinking, let's go bar hopping. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So we're all bar hopping, and we go to like the second bar, and like we walk in, and like everyone's talking to Charlie. Everyone's like all like wants to like chat with him, buy him a beer, buy him a shot, this and that. And his girlfriend was like, was like, I just want to hang out with him. I just blah, 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 blah. It's a small town. Everyone knows everyone. Like, I go to the bar and I say hi to 4 different people because it's like, we all go to the same bar. We all know each other by first name. So it's just like, I don't know why you're upset. Anyways, at one point, my friend goes to Charlie. They were like, dude, you're like the mayor of Tahoe. And he's like, yeah, for my first political act, I want to do so-and-so. And I was like, no, actually, can we change the spelling? I was like, you're like the mayor of Tahoe. Like, everyone wants to fuck you. It was just, and he looked at me, he goes, oh, actually, I'll take that too. Just, Charlie, you are a horse. So yeah, that became the running joke that people call him the mayor of Tahoe, but depending on who you talk to, it's either mayoral or he's a horse. Yeah, mayor is an M-A-R-E. A stallion. Yeah, so it was one of those happenstance things, but that joke always lives with me. Whenever I see Charlie, I'm like, it's the mayor! And he goes, stop it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the EU in-houses for the Raven Court. If you want to check out what the Raven Court's all about, !Raven in chat will get you the information you are looking for. We're going to our 8th map of the day. The blue team has been dominant in our best of 13, I think we're in right now, is what we're just making up. And we're going to Curse Hollow. Standard draft style, no meta madness rules, so we can see repeated heroes. But I think we've had a decent exhibition of heroes. I'm trying to find, I was gonna say charcuterie board of heroes, but I don't know if that one works as well. Either way, it has been a very, very fun day of casting so far. We're gonna continue doing this after, well, probably after AEU and houses. We'll do like a couple. Holy shit, I've been streaming for almost 5 hours already. Where did the time go? Anyways, we'll probably do like a Heroes Lounge game or two after this. I mean, it depends. I mean, the EU in-houses could go for another couple hours, and that might just be our full stream of the day, but either way. Sometimes I go walking with my brother in town he lives in. He's like, yep, that's Bob. He sits there and talks to himself. That guy, Chuck, he works at Dunkin's. I don't think my brother actually knows any of these people. He just knows them. Or he could do what my aunt does, where in public she makes up life stories for people she doesn't even know. My mom and my aunt do that. Like, that's their form of people watching. They'll look at someone and make up their entire life story. Red is winning this one. You gonna put some channel points on that? I can't believe it's already 2 o'clock. Like, I gotta be honest, the stream today has just flown by. I've been having so much fun with all of you. As a reminder, if you are new to the stream, if you're having a good time, be sure to hit the follow button. It costs you $0 to follow the channel. If you'd like to join the Discord, there's a link below. You can also use !Discord. I got a YouTube, !YouTube. And if you want to feel, if you're feeling generous and or sassy and you'd like to donate towards the stream, it's always super duper appreciated. We have little sub goals that we push for, as well as You know, this is our full-time job. So I stream 6 days a week. We aim for plus 6 hours per stream. We actually, since I came back from Germany, I have augmented my streamer. I have changed up my stream schedule where I start earlier and go a little bit longer or about the same time as I used to end. So we've been pushing past 6 hours on average, which I think is healthy for all of you. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate the continued support, the chatting, the lurking, all that stuff in between. Thanks for being an amazing community. So we have a Dahaka, Hanzo, Diablo on the left-hand side for the blue squad. Over on Cursed Hollow. Like that a lot. Hogger Rhaegar will be the start of the draft for our red team. Probably going to be seeing some sort of healer priority ban here. No, Sylvanas. That actually makes a lot of sense. Siege potential strong. She pairs well into the composition. And I guess the members of our red squad do not plan to take her. Because red team does have first pick after this ban phase. Doesn't look like they want to grab the Sylvanas for their own side. Now, tank ban, probably Garrosh. Garrosh is a good way to deal with Diablo diving in and displaces the Dahaka as well. Could be good for the objective phase defensing, or excuse me, not the objective phase, the true objective, which is the double boss. But no, Anub'arak. They will ban out Anub'arak. Wit did play a really good Anub'arak in the previous game, and Wit is on the red side, so this will be a target ban onto what he did last game. Still leaves Garrosh open and available. Maybe Wit doesn't play him. We're going to find out here in the latter half of the draft, as we're getting into our last 5 picks of said map. Okay, it's gonna be Muradin. Stormbolt to the face of Diablo. That is an answer as well. Junkrat poke is strong. Concussion mine displacement. Steel trap to lock people in place. Still gonna need some burst damage, I think, on the red team. I don't think you want to hypercarry Junkrat. You definitely can. They could look for the solo lane sandwich. Get Hogger in top. Let's say Imperius in bottom, and then you have Rhaegar, Muradin mid. Junkrat rotates around for camps. Junkrat does have some good way of splashing on a camp, so it could be hypercarry Junkrat. I just don't think we're going to be going in that direction. I would like to see a Falstad from the side of the red team at this point. Global would be really nice to match the Dahaka. Zeratul is scary. Tyrande grabbed as well. So we're looking at chain CC lockdown between Dahaka, Drag, Diablo, Shadow Charge, or Overpower. Apocalypse is the assumed pickup as well. Hanzo with a Dragon's Arrow at level 10. Tyrande with the Lunar Flare stun. Probably a Lunar Blaze at 1 for the range increase so that Cure Zeratul can jump around. As I said, I'd like to see a Falstad here even more because the Gust potential is really strong. Wind Tunnel at 20 is huge, but it's going to be a Tychus to try and shred through the Diablo and the Dahaka. I don't hate the draft from either side at all. I am, of course, scared of a Cure Zeratul. Start prediction. Which team wins? Cursed Hollow. You know the deal, chat.
Hey, listen.
Gamble has begun. Put your channel points where you believe the win will be. Do we have any believers in the red team? They have only won a singular map today, and that was the first map of the day. Everything else has been blue dominance. We've had back-to-back games won by the blue team. Will this be another game? Let's find out. On the right-hand side, we're looking at our red squad who are looking to take a victory here. And our best of 13, I think we're in. It's made up, but still. Porky playing Hogger. Banana on the Rhaegar. Wit back playing tank as Muradin. Gareth on Tychus. And last but not least, Gaff jumping around with Junkrat. To the west side of the map, it's our blue team, dominant as ever. Obviously, it's not obvious, but we've also been rotating players, so it's not the same 5 on each side. Rex playing Tyrande. We've got a Stark, Dahaka, Cure Zeratul. Hold on. Hold on. GG, well played. The blue team will win. Uki, the little boy, slamming, jamming with Dahaka, and of course, Player, aka Critical, on Hanzo. I'll do my best to remember to check comms a little bit later on, maybe when there's a big push for a team. No Lunar Blaze for the Tyrande, going to be going into the Ranger, I believe is level 1. Yeah, Ranger's level 1. The perfect owl is 872 damage every time. How much damage is the owl right now? Is it 872 at the start? Okay, no. I was about to be like, wait, there's no way it does 872 damage right now. Oh, okay. I misunderstood. That's my bad. I was like, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Have I been this wrong this long? Overpower, Shadow Charge into the wall. Stark with the drag. Stark, how are you typing and playing? You're doing amazing. If you launch the W at level 1 and hit 2 heroes, the maximum damage increases. It's 872. Oh, SC2 APM. Dude, you're doing great. You're doing great, bud. Okay, sorry, I'm just skimming Twitch chat. I was just checking if I missed anything else. Ucky scouts out the camp, sees the enemy, immediately 180s, did a little Abe Simpson right there. Zeratul and the rest working on their own camp for the bottom. Kier blinks out, looking to just rotate into lanes. Wants to get those. Oh, he went into Greater Cleave level 1. He's often gone into Shadow Hunter for the cooldown reduction off of autos. It was actually something we saw during the Nations Cup. I was noticing Kier, it was a Sky Temple map, and it was during a fight, he was walking by the Siege Giant camp on the opposing side, or the enemy team side of the map, and he was autoing the Siege Giant camp as he was passing through. And I think it was, I think Trickster was like, oh, he's trying to take a camp during the middle of this? I was like, no, he's actually getting cooldown reduction from his Shadow Hunter at level 1. It was little things that Kier does. I was noticing. So also the nice thing about having a co-commentator, you can actually just stare at some things happening in the game. Oh, I thought the minion auto would be enough. How much is, these have scaled up a little bit. How much damage? Okay, it wouldn't have killed him. It wouldn't have killed him. It would have taken him down to 40 or 50 HP. Thanks, it's pretty easy being a blue team member today. Man, blue team is OP apparently. Blue side is OP, excuse me. Soul Shield is procced, but that still is sustained damage from Tychus. He started with the grenade. I don't think it's off cooldown just yet. Dashing. It must have just come off cooldown. It had to have. He couldn't have been holding it that long. It's actually a pretty short duration. I always forget. 10 seconds. Wow. Quarterback doesn't give any... No, okay. It doesn't give any cooldown reduction. I didn't think it did, but I was like, maybe I'm misremembering. Critical gets the camp on the left-hand side. First objective channeled by our red squad, and 7 talent tier achieved momentarily. Zeratul jumping into top lane, poking on the gaff a little bit here. Steel Trap was baited, but Cure reads it, jumps away. Ucky just sees Porky and is like, slam, here you go. Did he go Shadow Charge talents? No, he didn't. He went into Soul to Flame and such. What is the level 7? Eternal Flames. Hanzo picked off in the mid lane. Nicely done. Back over in top. Uh-oh. Gaff gets a concussion mine onto Cure. And Cure's Vorpal Blade is activated. But the tower shots dissuade Zeratul from trying to find a kill onto Junkrat. Oh, the rotation and grenade to displace. Overkill through the gate. Grenade sidestepped. 300 and something damage. Grenade would have not killed. Wait. Maybe grenade kills? It might have actually killed. Anyways. Oh, sorry about that. Tychus does go down to Zeratul. Does find revenge for the attempted kill on Cure. 10 talent tier almost here, so you know we cycle through those numbers. Check on Diablo in top lane. Did initiate into Banana. Gaff and Banana trying to re-engage on Ucky, who does tap well. Still a bit of a brawl in mid lane, poking back and forth. We've got Dahaka split-soaking bottom. Also closing the experience gap, or at least attempting to do so. Porky bounces into the bush. Oh, nicely done from Porky. Can't be dragged if you're unstoppable. Nice angle as well. Cure Singularity Spike. Lays out Wit. Drag from Dahaka. Steel Trap right behind him. Root and boot. That'll be another kill over to our red squad, who find themselves 10 talent tier. Rip, Tire, Commandeer Odin, Shockwave, Avatar, and the Ancestral. Standard heroics across the board. Wit was delayed out here and there. And that will be bosses traded. Yeah, bosses should be traded. I don't think you could go boss and make the rotation to bottom lane in time. Sorry. Ugh. Little tracheotic tickle there. VP for the Zeratul, no Might of the Nerazim. We do have Lightning Breath on Diablo, Dragon's Arrow, Hanzo, Starfall from Tyrande, and Isolation Dahaka. Little surprised that Kier's not going into the Might of the Nerazim with how he typically plays his Zeratuls, but of course this is a bit of a different build. Not going into the Shadowhunter at level 1. Going for that Greater Cleave for the 33% range. You got the Rending Cleave for the damage over time. Wormhole for the Blink ability. That's pretty standard for our Zeratuls, but that Void Prism will be interesting. Usually Void Prism plus Apocalypse is the combo. Doubt there was a miscommunication on what they want to do at 10s between these two teams. Could be Curse potential for our red squad. Nucky looking for the channel. Wit checks the bush with a Storm Bolts. Grenade and Spray. Tychus with a... I forget the name of that dance. It's not the Dougie. God dang it. What is the name of Tychus's dance? I can picture it, but I can't remember the name. Someone save me. Someone's got to know the name of it. It was like super popular in like 2010-ish. Because I'm pretty sure like it got really popular when I got into college, and that was about 2010. Double Stormbolt from Whip, but no follow-up. That's a VP onto 2. Riptire from Junkrat. The Lightning Breath starting to cook people up. Commandeer Odin comes down. That's going to be some physical and spell armor. Ancestral Healing does connect onto Porky. Wit able to Dwarf Toss away. Avatar form not even activated from Wit just yet. There's the activation. Captain Rex low on the left-hand side of our screen. That's player critical. Maybe going to find the last bit of damage. Murden, Dwarf Toss is in. Captain Rex goes down. A big spin in from Hogger. It's a double kill for our our red team. And that is the channel from Tychus. Curse coming through for our red squad.
You shall know my wrath.
It's the Jive? The Jive? Maybe. It's definitely not the Dougie. I know that for sure. Oh, it's not. Okay. Is it the shoulder back wiggle? Yeah, it's where you bend at the waist with your back down towards the ground, and then you shuffle your shoulders with your arms dead. And I've seen it so many times. It was super popular, but I just don't remember the name of it. The Bernie? Was it do the Bernie? Was that it? It might have been, honestly. Skyrim Shuffle. Welcome to the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Let the curse end.
Bottom keep does go down. Zeratul trying to save mid, and he will be able to do so. Nope, never mind. Junkrat's got annoying concussion mines or frag launcher grenades over the wall. VP creates a window for Kier to back away as Stormbolt delays things out. An arrow is cast a little too soon, unfortunately. It might be the Bernie, actually. You might have that 100% right. Lightning Breath cooking up Wit. No mana available on Murden. He did get his avatar activated. Trying to back away. Trying to break vision through the bush. Porky slammed against the wall, and no Knowles for dinner. Ucky concussion mine Riptire. That's a dead Diablo. Souls expended to get him back in 2 seconds. Not like he had a choice, though. Shockwave will connect onto Captain Rex's Stormbolt at max range as well, and Captain Rex does go down. There are minions at core, but no cat is there. Dahaka manages bottom lane, and this will be mid pushed in as well. Nicely done. Our red team is playing beautifully on map number 8. Maybe they get some revenge. Oh, wow. I just realized that the Twitch bet. It's a 1 to 14.44 payout if red team wins. Reverse sweep time, yeah. I don't think these players are going to play a full 13 set. Dragon's Arrow splashes a stun into the backline, but still no one able to step in further. Kier trying to make the big plays. Dahaka getting a little low on the bottom of our screen. He has to tap well and wait for that healing over time. 16 talent to your advantage. A 2-level lead for our red team as they back away. Bosses are going to be up fairly soon, and I think that's the call. Uh-oh. Dwarf launch in. VP delays things out. Avatar from Murden up soon. Actually, it is up and available. Hogger spins in, looking for a staggering blow. Ucky doesn't have full souls, 62 currently. Trying to fire stomp and build those up. Riptire from the Junkrat, no level 20, no extra oomph, but Dahaka's able to speed out of the bush in time. Shockwave onto 2. Tyrande should go down. Banana gets the bite on the butt. Ucky with some fire stomp healing, but the keep in bottom lane, it's looking like this will be a map number 8 over to our red squad. Commandiro Nardi starting to shell into core here as the minion wave is pushed into this keep. They want the minion wave past the keep onto core for some extra damage. Zeratul, Dahaka to defend. Can they make the Titanic defense? Zeratul does go down as he blinks in. Can they take down the Dahaka before he gets back in the Hall of Storms?
Team kill!
I know Tirana just respond, but still, that is going to be a team wipe for a moment. Cat is on core. The red team will be able to take map number 8. GG, well played. Which team wins Cursed Hollow? What if I paid out the wrong bet by accident? I knew it!
Wow.